I don't know what you're talking about. That was off stream. Did not say no such thing. Sorry. I was lurking in Hazy's chat and I was having a fun time and I was like, oh, I went live because I was lurking in Alyssa's chat. And then when she finished and rated out, I was like, okay, cool, I can start my stream. And then I was like, went to start my stream and then she rated Haley and I was like, oh man. So I was so I was lurking in Haley's stream, and then Bum Whiskers, the freaking idiot, you guys know Sergeant Bum Whiskers, was like, Kwoli's live. And I was like, bro, shut the fuck up. What's wrong with you? You don't do that. Hey, what's up, Mixstar? Hello, Tag. Hey, Pato. Hey, Rate. And hi, Custy. Snitching. I know, like, what an idiot. Like, imagine this. Imagine going into someone's stream and being like, oh, Kwoli's live. Like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Don't. Bye everyone, Kwoli's live now. I know! Oi, if you see Sergeant Bum Whiskers, tell him to get fucked. Be like, oi, read the room, you dumbass. Send it to detention. Bro, so embarrassing. And then it made it seem like I was lurking there to like milk off her viewers. And I was like, ugh. So I had to send a message to her and be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry for that idiot. I just got it. Hey, C. Hey Karma, enjoy the biscoff and Nutella. Bro, should we go get one? Should we? Mate, the night is, oh, it's midnight. No, Hungry Jack's is closed. Let me just see if there's any Hungry Jacks near me.
Nice and early stream.
Oh, I could go to a 24-hour one. Mate, I actually didn't know they had biscoff. I didn't know they had biscoff. Knuffle, how? Wait. Because you've been doing bits this whole time. It makes me feel like you've been subbing this whole time. How many bloody subs have you got? Jesus. Hi, Snack Pack. Hey, Lux. Just drop, oh, if you're ending stream soon, you should raid me. Bro, that's actually, not even kidding, that's exactly how it felt. I even turned off raids, like, just in case. Because I was like, no, Melon! Oi, Melon. Melon saw it. Melon and Karma can back me up. Melon. How bad? I was lurking in Alyssa's stream. I did talk in Alyssa's stream like a couple of times, but I was trying to lurk and not say anything. Because I was just having a fun time while I was getting ready for stream. And then when Alyssa ended, I was like, oh, cool, I can start my stream. And then they rated Haley, and I was like, oh, Haley. So then I was lurking in Haley's stream.
Any snitches in chat?
Yes, snitches. And then I was like, oh, Haley's talking about storms. And I was like, I can't help it. I fucking love storms. So then I talked about storms. And then someone in Haley's chat was like, Kwoli's live now. Who does that? Who does that? Don't do that. Don't do that. And then Haley's like, oh, Kwoli's live. And I was like, no, she's not. No, so I didn't say anything. I ghosted out. I didn't exist. I was no more. Hello, Puries. Welcome back. Also, hey, Melon. And hi, Bean. And hi, Nikong. Called out? No, but like actually made me look like such a little cunt. It made me look like such a little bitch. Like I'm like sucking up her viewers.
Well, I'm making a doctor's appointment. Receptionist is like, okay, so we have a 10 a.m. Kwoli, nope. How about 11? Nope. 11:30? No. We've got 3:30 and a 5:40 if that's any better for you after work. Kwoli, do you have anything at more like 5 or 6 a.m. please?
All of my appointments I make sure I make them after 11. Every time. They're like, we've got morning or afternoon. And I'm like, afternoon, thank you. And they're like, yep, no, afternoon. So we've got 12:30, or we've got 12:45. And I'm like, I'm sorry, excuse me, you said afternoon. Don't lie. That's still morning. Hey Trab, hey Lil QQ, hey Zeta. Akio, thank you for the follow. And Chippies, thank you for resubbing. Bloody snitch, mate. Absolute snitch. And Knuffle, you silly goose. Thanks for subbing as well, as always. You'll call it Hungry Jack's Heart, it's Burger King. Oh, so they used to be kind of similar, but then the franchisee of Hungry Jack's in Australia kind of branched off and did their own thing. So now they're kind of two separate entities, but they originated as the same thing. But it's always been called Hungry Jack's for us. We have different menu. Hyperactive Kwoli starts stream. Now I don't know if I can sleep. Mate, I'm fuming. Absolutely fuming. If you ghosted out, wouldn't that affirm that you were alive? No, because I was like, I can't keep talking because then that seems like I'm like trying to grab attention. So I was like, I've got to just chill. Oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I didn't know what the right move was, but I sent her a message. Where you aren't such a little cunt or just make you look like one. I mean, both the same, really. The only thing better would be if you left the other stream and started, yes, I'm live now. I have lollies in my stream. No, legit. Since this stream is over, please come to mine. Like, what the fuck? Oh, God. Anyways, how are you? Are you good? I'm good. I woke up today at like 10 p.m. It's like, no walkers, pretty good. Oh, Trab, sorry. I love receptionist trying to get me to go in for like 8 a.m. Like, that's insane. 8 a.m. is gross. I don't want to deal with morning traffic either. See, they got to respect the quality time. Fuck's sake. It's afternoon for people with normal sleep schedules. Yeah, well, 12 is like, it's not it. It's not it. Do you want me to go back there and clear things up for you? Don't you motherfucking dare. Bum whiskers, you. Everyone, leave. I've got mad words for bum whiskers. Okay, first off, let me give you a little lesson, okay, of Twitch etiquette. Bro, Twitch etiquette. Do not announce another streamer is live in another. You're in an ad! This motherfucker's in an ad! Dickhead. You're lucky. Oh my God. I'm gonna convince Butt Fluff or whatever their name was to start a channel. A year-long con just they say they're live to all their viewers. No one gift does not deserve. No gifting. I can't hear anything. I dodged the lashing. Oh, that's it. I'm banning them. I'm gonna ban them. Let's make that ad go. Let's make that ad go for longer. They're gonna get a 10-minute ad because I timed them out. You did not gift them Nacho. Nah, they've been timed out. Timed out for 10 minutes. They're gonna suffer. Broski is stuck in purgatory. Get your ass back out of that ad. Nah. I need to calm down. You, especially in anyone else's chat. No, but especially Haley's chat. I love Haley so much. Also, hey Nacho, but no Nacho. And that was the perfect ad break time during Bum Whiskers. You immediately went to ad break. My favorite Aussie is here at Kwoli. Hey Marge. Wait, do ads come for people? Because I never had any ad on Twitch. You have been just so lucky with your gifted subs then. Lay it into him, Kwoli. Oh my God, what did Bum do? What didn't he do? What didn't? What the fuck? I want the public last year. Damn, Nacho, the betrayal. I mean, his name is Bum. Nah, getting up in the morning is good now that a Starbucks is open near me. Starbucks? I've gone in my American white girl era, gone for bougie sounding sugar drinks. Really? Starbucks? Mixer? Yeah, really? As an Australian? Mate. What the hell are you doing? Hi, Mrit. Aggressive tea sip. I've calmed down. I haven't calmed down. Oh, hey, Spamfish as well. How are you, mate? Hey, Ruben. How are you? G'day, Sly. Wait, what do you drink in Australia? Not Starbucks. Yeah, man. And the McGriddle is out too. Pure sex. I feel like as coffee drinker in Australia, you go to a cafe. A nice cafe, maybe a specialty roaster, okay, if you're really into coffee, but never Starbucks. I'm like, good night, Melon. Good night. Guys, this is our good mate, Melon. Please, if you don't know Melon and you like just chatting, you like gaming, you like Australians, you like nice, like fun, funny, good laughs, Melon. Please go check out Melon's streams. Ooh-wee. Go on.
Seriously, I can smooth this over for you. I will just slide in and be like, hi, I just wanted to say on behalf of Kwoli, who is live right now, honestly just a good time, but she wanted to apologize for Bumwhiskers earlier telling you all that Kwoli, that's KWOLI is live now on Twitch, it won't happen again. So rude, We don't tolerate that over at twitch.tv/Kwoli.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Make it known here. Maybe you just go across to every single fellow Australian stream and just let them know. Just that it will not be tolerated. It will not. That's Kwoli/.com. Anyways, not tolerated. I have a barista machine at work, so I can't be making the coffee myself. Oh, right. Okay. So stupid. Buenos dias, habanero. We're gonna Chuck E. Cheese in Perth. We're getting American. Chuck E. Cheese? Hey, Crystal. Chuck E. Cheese? I didn't even know Chuck E. Cheese was a thing. I thought it was only in movies. Wait, but isn't Chuck E. Cheese like kind of like more 90s-esque? It's animatronics, no? That is so weird. Chuck E. Cheese is the best? What? I don't know, I'll find out soon. That is so odd. So odd. Chuck E. Cheese disgusting, yes. I cannot confirm. I've not watched any videos on Chuck E. Cheese, but it seems like it was big in the 90s because of the animals and very nostalgic vibes. I mean, if they can bring it back, that's pretty cool. I mean, but I don't know if it's bringing it back, if it's still popular in America. I feel like I just never heard of it. Also, hey Noog. And hello Boffy, sorry, and Casey. And hey Keebs. Hi Kwoli. Hello Keebs. Chuck E. Cheese is the best. Righto. G'day mates. Good to be back. G'day mate. What's up, Buddha? They got rid of most of all the animatronics. Oh, then what's the point? Perth finally getting something, and it's an outdated Five Nights at Freddy's restaurant. Maybe it's like a massive horror amusement park or something. Chuck E. Cheese is still around. They've limited the amount of alcohol adults can consume because fines were breaking out. Chuck E. Cheese or Buc-ee's? Puzzle? One or the other if you have to pick. Buc-ee's or Chucky's? Which is the most popular? I went there when I was a kid, so you know it's old. Oh.
Show one, resub twice. Why not Twitch?
What? Show one, resub twice. Why not Twitch? Oi, let's go. Thanks for the second resub, Boffy. Check your account. You've been double charged. No, thank you, Boffy. Thank you. I'm glad for it. Hello, Space Storm. Hello, Gullabunza. Hi, Kwoli. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Skalung. I was playing Cyberpunk and I was fighting a boss and my mouse died, so I died and I had to restart the fight. That sucks. Couldn't you just like pause? Isn't there a pause button, or does Cyberpunk not have pause? I abstain from picking from Buc-ee's and Chucky's. I want in and out to come to Oz. Oh yeah. I wonder why.
Everyone is talking about Chuck E. Cheese that and FNAF this and Starbucks that, but what about Ronald McDonald, that creepy ass clown?
He is creepy, but they've kind of removed him from the advertising. Macca's in Australia in like early 2000s, him and his crew were more present, but now I feel you don't ever see the old Ronald or even the other characters. It's Macca's on its own. The Archers are the character and the face of it. There's Ronald, he doesn't, except for the Ronald McDonald House. Do you guys also have Ronald McDonald House in America? I assume it's the same. But now Buc-ee's is more popular. It makes sense. Buc-ee's. One is petrol station, the other is an old kid's birthday party spot. So not the same. My bad.
Oh yeah, just want to remind everyone, as per her PSA yesterday, streams happening this week is wholly dependent on gifts and donates. She stated that, quote, "Otherwise I don't feel obligated, so don't be stingy."
Yeah, so last Sunday, Saturday, Friday, whatever the day it was, I think it was Friday, there was a lot of kindness. And so I said, as a big thank you, not just thank you, an act of service, ooh, hang on, I would say I'm not going to skip any streams, which on the world of Twitch, I would say majority of the streamers actually don't skip their scheduled streams because they schedule them for themselves. And that's the beauty of Twitch, is that they schedule them and therefore they can commit to them. However, I've never really found that scheduling something and then committing to them really go hand in hand in my life. So I have made a vow to commit to all of my streams this week. Wow. I know. It's huge news. It's huge. Most probably Lucky's is because it's visited by thousands daily and growing. Chucky's is declining because its rents are high and kids can't play video games at home. Yeah, fair enough. There's a lot more to do at home than there used to be. That makes sense. I didn't realize it died until I got shot in the face. Oh, poo. That'll do it. Kim! Kim again! You know what, Kim? You should minus 999 from that. It's too much. It's too much, Kim. Thank you so freaking much. Every time. Literally every time. So nice. Very proud of you, Kwoli. I know. I'm kidding. Don't say that. Don't say that. I booked a trip to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is on the wheel yet. Ooh. No, I don't think so. But that's exciting. I'm excited for you to go to Sri Lanka. It looks beautiful. Will you see elephants? Ronald McDonald was removed because of the Great Clown Scare of the mid-2000s. Oh, is that true? Won't lie, if I could go for some Maccas right now. Nizitks. I want to go for a Nutella X Biscoff Storm. Oh!
Feisty one you are.
Thank you. Hello, Cookin. Wait, would you like to add Sri Lanka to the wheel? No, just kidding. Cookin, mate, thanks for 5. Thank you. Thanks for helping out. Blom, Dark Passenger, Estoy, and Zavoz. I know they are 5 of your closest friends. Thank you, Cookin. Wait, feel free to add a country to the wheel.
Most people have like a daily goal on screen to achieve, which I always find a bit whatever to be honest. However, having a bar on screen for you that fills up, and is like a guilt bar, based on how much obligated guilt you're feeling not to miss a stream. I'm on board for that.
I've always thought, yeah, daily subs, daily bits, daily donors, whatever. I don't mind it. I see streamers with it, like a lot of streamers, and I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Like each stream, you want to make sure you're aiming for a goal, and if you get that goal, then you know roughly, how much you're, like, if you're doing okay. But I don't know, that's a lot of pressure. That's too much pressure for me. That's too much pressure for you. Some days are cool, some days are chill. And that's how it is. I don't know. I kind of like the you never know streams. You have to make some kimchi for Kim. Kimchi could be fun, but I don't want my hands stanking like kimchi for like 2 weeks. Oh, man. Wait,
one you are.
Where's Cookin Codestar? Where are ya? I'll wait for Cookin Codestar and Vuman as well. You let me know, Vuman. You can add a country for
Culinary adventures, cooking unique national treats.
When is it?
Every Friday
night.
Tune in
Tune in for
for culinary
a culinary feast. Or a feat. I think it's actually culinary feats. Or a feast every Friday night. And you can add a country to the wheel. And then we spin the wheel. And then we choose that country. Hello, everyone, for the first time. Bum whiskers. Look, I love that you love Twitch and all things above. However, as a common courtesy of kindness and respect, it's a little bit awkward when you say that a streamer is live in another streamer's chat. Even if they're really good friends and we have great friendship, I find it very awkward. And when someone's like, Kwoli's live, like, you don't do that in someone else's chat. That's not cool. That's not cool. We don't like that. It's bit no-go territory, especially someone like Haley. Yeah, that's messed up. It is messed up. I agree. So you'll do better. Okay, cool. I'm glad you got that 10-minute timeout, but somehow you got a present. So it's like a shit sandwich, okay? Well, I would say maybe it's like a double patty shit sandwich. You got lashed by me, then you got gift by Nacho, and then you got a second lashing by me. All right, I'm glad we could agree. Okay, cool. Also, welcome in, Kiko. I love the cozy vibes. Kiko, how are you, mate? Hello. Culinary Adventures is so cute. Thank you, Open Gangs. And also, Gang, thank you for gifting me a sub in Haley's stream.
Kiko coming in new chat. I love this cozy atmosphere. Mixed to immediately commenting right after a new partnered streamer joins. Culinary feats. This is on brand.
It's perfect. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Cancelling my Friday night plans the rest of the 2025 because every Friday is a cooking stream. Every Friday. Also, hey Zoro. Thanks mods for allowing that message. Yeah, what if I donate 1,000 bits more? Does that mean I can add something to the wheel? Yeah, you know what? Kim also has about, I don't know, 7 votes, I'm pretty sure. Kim, if you ever want to add a country, please let me know. You know you're very much obliged. Oh, Knuffle, thank you for giving us up to Kiko. Good day, mate. Good day, boss. Hey, this Kwoli streamer is live at midnight. Hey, Zolex, are you going to sleep? What's your favorite food, Kwoli? My favorite dish of all time is Japanese curry chicken katsu with pickled ginger. Delicious. And yummy steamed rice. I want to cover all the bases, remind people not to ruin the surprise of a raid. Oh my gosh, that too. That is also awkward. But I would say this is way worse. The timeout, not the gift. Thanks, Zoro. Sorry.
Happy 45 months. Happy 45 months, Kwol. Halfway to the big golden 50. Almost 4 years of Kwol. Always great to come in to lurk and enjoy whatever you do on stream. Much love. Less than 3.
Mate, redonkulous. Absolutely redonkulous. It is crazy that we're almost at 50 and like even 45 is so dumb. That's so long. 4 heckin' years. I know. Time has flown. Absolutely flown. What's a no-go? I just got here. Well, whatever Bum Whisker says is a no-go. But yeah, no, other than that, how have you been? Yeah, good, mate. Really good. North Korea? I know they shouldn't have said that, but mods should have caught that. No. That's asking too much for mods. That's asking too much. I shouldn't come in here and shout myself out and tell everybody to follow. Yeah, nah. I mean, you can.
That's right, Kiko. She is half Korean. Just ask her anything. She will give you her fluent Korean.
Yes.
That impressive mastery.
Yeah, go for it. Let's just speak Korean from now on. Wait, Kiko, are you Korean? Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me switch to my banking app. Rob someone? Oh my god, I just read you're half Korean. Yeah, I'm half Korean, half Aussie. Coco's is Japan is one of my faves. Yeah, cocoa good, but all curry good. Vuman, what you select turkey? Done. Thank you, Vuman. And where the heck is cookies? Cookie. No, Cookie hasn't said anything. Interesting. Has Cookie said anything else that would indicate where they would want to go? You do love Samoas. You used to live in Hawaii. I wonder if Cookie and Codestar would want US. You're from Oregon. Oregon? Is that right? Oregon? Okay, let me add turkey and get that out of my hair. Okay, turkey. Nice. Turkey. Burv got mad aura. Who is Burv? Hello, Chris. Hey, Compto. Hello, Polanski. Every time I mention Japanese chicken curry, I immediately want to eat it. It's so savory and rich and tasty and like almost buttery. Oh, I started Korean classes last week because of my high addiction to K-dramas. What a lovely language. How are you going? I'm so jealous. Well done. You have simple and clean remix as an alert. Oh yeah. Because Kingdom Hearts was like also one of my first games as a Mia Lasp. That wasn't English. Can we make a new channel point reward for asking if you're live? Stop it. Yes. Yes, Kiko. 네. 감사합니다. Noodles, that's Korean. 안녕하세요. 감사합니다. Fluent, absolutely fluent. Hey, Klaus. Honestly, I'm going to hell. Aren't we all? I'm half Italian, half Aussie. Ooh, you must have beautiful features. Do you have the dark Italian features?
Let's do this is better for my wallet than buying twice albums and photo cards.
Twice albums! Feel free to add a country, AJ. Please, go for it. Wait, was all that about papu fruit? Papau fruit? The one that looks like a star fruit? Is that what it's called? Papu fruit. So cute. Honestly, the island never should have left the coconut. But I will say that Race of Riku is absolutely a scam. Is it like, apparently it is possible to beat him, but I've never beat Riku in that freaking island race. I know it's not a country, but we should do Hawaii. Yes, yes. Okay. I will add your vote to US. Now, bear with me. But if US wins, we'll do a mini wheel. And in that wheel, we'll definitely add Texas, Hawaii, and whatever else people want to vote for. And we'll put that into a mini wheel. And then we'll spin that one after. Japanese curry is best. So, so good. So delicious. Hey, Darth. In advance, wishing all Australia incredible. You too, Michael. Hey, I just hope in due time you can forgive me, Kwoli. I'm legit sorry for what it's worth. Oh, that's nice. But don't do it again. You just remind me of the Thanksgiving song by Adam Sandler. Turkey, turkey, turkey. I don't think I know that one. I know shampoo and conditioner. Antarctica is the only country. Still a high chance of Antarctica winning. See. ¿Cómo estás? How to cuss in Korean 101. When? Oh, maybe when I learned to say more than 2 words in Korean. I was transported to Seoul for a second. I know. Hey, Panda. Yeah, I do it with the Aussie accent. Turkey officially changed name to Turkey, FYI, so no longer like a bird. Oh, so it's spelt completely different. When did that officially happen? Is it still pronounced like Turkey, or is it like Turkey? Well, that actually sounds more like a bird. I always come by to say hello. Oh, thank you, Guy. Hello. Let's go. I'm gonna go over this straight. Austria, because we did Philippines already. Austria or Australia? I'm doing Austria. That's what you said. Austria. Done. Thanks, AJ. Where's Kim? Where's Kim? Has Kim? Kim. Cheer. Kim, if you are listening, you're more than welcome. Let's have a look, actually. How about Jamaica? Oh, let's add a point to Jamaica, actually. Jamaica. Done. Okay, that's sorted. If you donate another 10k, she will send you the food of your choice, surely. Maybe. I love Kingdom Hearts. Sorry. Aggressive inner child passion coming out. It was one of my favorite game series. I haven't played 3. Neither. I played 1 and 2, and then I tried to play the what was it, 1.5 remix or some bullshit, like the card version where you have to like take turns, and I had that on, I don't know what I had that on. I want to say I had it on PSP, but I don't think I had it on PSP. I didn't have a Nintendo DS, so it wasn't a Nintendo DS either. But I had this weird version after 1 and 2, and it was shit. Chain of Memories. Ugh. I hated it. Nathan, what are you adding? What, Nathan? What are you gonna add? Hey, Peachy. G'day, mate. Hey, Flamin'. And I ended up watching a few YouTube videos, give me like a breakdown.
It's fair to Kwoli. It is so tough to be bilingual. Oh, sorry. I just need to ask my 3-year-old daughter if she needs a drink. Hey ni shi yao shui ma?
Hey ni shi yao shui ma? Is that actually how you don't speak it though, right? Do you speak like simplified Chinese, or are you learning simplified Chinese for your daughter? I speak a little. That's cool. Do you think you'll speak more now because of your little one is now getting more chatty? Will you play Mafia Old Contra on stream? Yes. Yes, she corrects me. That's so cute. What a dream. When are you speaking Chinese, Kwoli? Man, it's too, okay. I'm old enough now to like take responsibility for my own life, but I am a little bit cut up. Like, in what world did my parents think we're gonna make a half Asian kid? Yeah, we're gonna enact creating another life form that's gonna look not white, but not full Asian, but look Asian enough that people will know that she's Asian. And what's this? Oh no, she's not gonna speak a second language. No, that would be dumb. She's only gonna speak English and be useless as shit. Like what? Why would would you do that? Don't do that. That's mean. Austria, please. Do you know that there's a souvenir here at the airport that says like a kangaroo sign? We don't have kangaroos here. You're in Austria. That is quite funny. I like that. Posters from Australia to North America must be insane. I sent a few things over there, and the average for Europe and America was like 25 to 30 bucks to send something. Ah, mid-talking is always so lost. My faces. Nathan. No, Nathan, no message. I'll be waiting. Don't let me miss it. Hi, Legolas. Hello. France, outside of baguettes, croissants, and cheese. I don't know what the cuisine is. Croque au vin. They have a lot of fine dining, I feel. The in-betweeners for a sound alert. Yeah, I love in-betweeners. It's a good mix. I've got in-betweeners, Kingdom Hearts, and then I have GoldenEye. So I've done like a bit of gaming and then a show. And it used to be, oh, friend, but that's now if you gift a sub to someone. I saw a playthrough of it. I just love the story and cutscenes. I've been watching playthroughs of other games before 3 to catch up. I didn't even try 3. Mandarin stream when? They skip the most important part. Yeah, I know. Don't blame your parents. You have time to learn now and you choose not to. I know. I agree. I shouldn't blame my parents. But like, it's so much easier to learn as a child. So much easier. It just becomes part of your, you know, like whatever responsibilities do you have when you're a kid other than to learn a language from one of your parents who can speak fluently? Hey, how are you Australian and you are always live at the most European times? Hey femboy. I just sleep during the day and I like hanging out with you at night. I don't know. Hey single Lane. Dude, you just built different and incredibly attractive, even though you're too modest and kind to realize. Do another Polaroid. Does your dad not want to teach you Korean because of rough family history, wants to move on from Korean heritage or something like that? Nah, because dad moved here when he was like in his teens. So he's pretty Aussie. He's actually very Aussie. But I think it was more mum and dad dynamic is I think mum had a stronger opinion on how to raise her daughters. And my dad was kind of just there. I think my mum was like quite a strong, independent lady. And my dad is like, he's also like a very stubborn, traditional man. But I think mum kind of somehow overtakes that. So I think her thought process was, they were in Australia, they don't need to learn another language. Why would they need to learn another language? She was a little bit like naive, I would say, to the idea of the benefit of knowing 2 languages. So that's kind of where it came from. But yeah, my dad was kind of like, okay, like that makes my life easier.
One of my current fun things is teaching my daughter my very bad who cares pronunciation of Mandarin, and hearing my wife shouting at me, stop it, don't teach her your bad speaking. La la la.
Stop it. You're terrible. You're not allowed to even try. Remember how someone nominated a Middle Eastern region, which is included Afghanistan and Pakistan? You can put 1 point in each now. Just Wales. Oh, Afghanistan and Pakistan. Yes. Okay. Whoa, Nathan. That is so cool. Thank you. Afghanistan. Pakistan. Also, Wales is one of the biggest wedges, by the way. So there's no, I think if you add another one, it'll help a little bit, but we can do the even spread. That's cool as. Korean learning streams make the parents proud. Nah, I'd be too busy laughing at myself. I don't think I'd get like any work done. The Australian YouTube channel released a tourism video 2 days ago and it's pretty epic. Oh, I haven't seen it. Unironically, I did the dance from the in-betweeners down the aisle of my dad's wedding. Amazing. I saw a reel come up on my recommended the other day of a bunch of British guys remaking the Simon's car, and they got the original yellow car and they like took out the door and turned it into a red door, and then they added the Hawaiian stickers on the back, and then they got a custom printed sticker that says honk if you're horny. Is it called the Muff Mobile or something? They did like all the details. It looks so fun. Because she's a vampire. This is too. Miss the scarf with sleeves. Oh yeah. The jumper from yesterday. Kids would get annoyed if parents push things too often. Yes, and that's another tidbit of information is I've got 2 older sisters and they got actually put into Korean Sunday school, but apparently they really hated it, so they got taken out. Fine dining is a word for tiny bit expensive meals. Yeah. Just say you got your own. Yeah, I'm in my own time zone. KST. Yeah, Whiskers is flexing around. Good evening, one. And hey, Opal, Mum had those pants on. Mum had, yeah, a bit. Like, for sure. Yeah, doesn't want to be stressed. I mean, I grew up in Australia since I was 5, but I feel much more Korean than I feel Australian. So my parents raised me very traditional. Ah, that's so interesting. Kiko, are you full Korean? That is so crazy. Crazy. That means like you're really close to your family. Hi, Ochi, incredibly. Kids are so good at being multilingual. They're little like, yeah, they're like little sponges.
Wait. Is the law here that your parents maybe tried to teach your sisters Korean and it didn't really take? So
Yeah.
by the time it came to Kwoli, they were like, she doesn't need it lol.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm the youngest. My eldest is 6 years above me, and then my middle sister is 3 years above me, and then I'm the youngest. So by the time it got to me, I think they were kind of like, whatever. Having grown up in Australia as an ABC, Australian-born Chinese, there's also a part of me that wishes I had learned my mother tongue because I can't really communicate with my grandparents. That was such a huge thing, gangs. My Korean side, I lost all my grandparents quite young. They were a lot older because my parents are the youngest of their families too. So my grandparents were really old when I was young. And my Korean grandfather was the last one standing. And as he got older, I couldn't communicate with him. And it was like really sad. It was really, really sad. I remember like going home and crying a few times. And I never was close with him. I was never that close. But in his last few days, he could only really speak Korean, and I remember just feeling so useless and feeling so bad. Quo's a vampiress, sleeps during the day and stays awake at night. I mean, yeah, if only I had like the cool vampire powers, like killing. Hello, custom kitchen. Looking at famous food creations in my state is pretty disappointing. Fucking potato chips were on the list, and Coney dogs. How boring is that? That could be fun. Coney dogs could be fun. Did you style your hair today or you're naturally curly? Oh no, I styled my hair. My hair is dead straight. This is braided and then a heat tool on top of it. The entire bit of Feed the Pony is stuck in my mind. The entire bit of Feed the Pony. I don't think I from the In-Betweeners? I don't think I know that. I didn't know of In-Betweeners for this stream, but I love it now. It's such a good show. It's still, I think, still to this day is so funny. I was forced to speak Korean at home by my parents. I'm full Korean. Right. Well, it's pretty cool that you're full Korean and you can speak Korean. Imagine if your parents, I do feel if you have 2 parents that are, were they first gen? Did they move here from Korea, or I'm guessing they moved here from Korea, right? I feel like it's always the case. First gen will usually speak the language to their children, and then their children will learn English more fluently through school, but they'll upkeep the language at home. It's called fine dining because when people see the small portions, they moan and say fine. I hate fine dining. I can see the benefit, but sometimes it makes me just angry. Observing daylight savings in KSD by only streaming during vampire hours. Yeah, it's quality standard time. I know some Spanish, but pretty rusty now. Yeah, you should know Spanish. I'm deflecting, Solex. I'm sorry. Useless. Hey, Core Shadow. Hello, Srenostri. Ni hao. Ni hao. I've always been scared of and grossed out by French cuisines. Hence hearing about the snails and frog legs. That's not a reason to be grossed out, mate. You can't yuck other people's yum. And also, there's so many other more crazy cuisines than snails and frog legs. And snails are always covered in butter anyways. I may fall asleep now. I find an impulse thing to say. Love chatting. Have an amazing... Bye, Mixstar. See you. Good night, good night, good night. Have the good rest of your week. Aloha. Hello, 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 Andrew. I grew up overseas, so I'm bilingual, but my English is better than my mother tongue. Didn't care much before, but as I grew older, I've wanted to get better at it. Oh, that's cool. Well done, well done. That's really cool. So much respect for bilingual or like multilingual people. It's actually insane. Your world is so... Your brains are huge. My Chinese has gotten better just so I could talk to my grandpa. Progress is good. That's really good. Chinese must be so hard. So hard. Yeah, throwing chili and onion on a hot dog is really fun. Ooh, cultural. Your hair's looking amazing, by the way. Oh, that's nice, Dan. I'm trying to embrace a messy look, okay? Because I feel like usually my hair, I try to like do rounded blowouts and stuff, but yeah, I think this is more, it saves time because then I don't have to wash my hair every time. Yeah, now look up Feed the Pony Between Us and you'll see it's so crazy and it's right before the dance. Oh, is this from the movie? I've actually only seen the movie like once. I've watched the show probably like 3 times, maybe more, maybe 4, but not the movies. I didn't mind the movies, but the show was elite. Okay. Feed the pony. Feed the pony. Oh, it's right before they're dancing, so it's in the bar. Okay, I have to rewatch the movie then. Hello, Miss Kwoli. Hello, Wednesday. I'm useless. No, I'm not. You're not useless. I agree with you, Kwoli. 100%. My parents pulled me out of doing sports and extracurricular activities because my dumbass kid self said I didn't want to do them. Like, I'm sorry, maybe forced me to stick with them. No, yeah. I love my parents and they did. They thought it was right. And in the end, it was a question, but I still always wonder how my life would have gone if they didn't listen to my whiny ass and just kept me in set activities. Yeah, that's so true. How much do you listen to your kids or how much do you force them to stick it out and be like, learn some resilience, bitch? Or is the cost of their happiness not worth it? Like forcing them to do something they don't want to do to make them miserable. Man, that makes parenting. I never want to do it. That sounds horrible. I did a lot of sport as a kid. I did t-ball, I did soccer, I did swimming. I did ballet and jazz at some stage as well. I think at one stage I was doing a lot of those. That was like all before I was 10. But yeah, I don't know. I like doing sports. It also made me feel not pathetic at school when you did jazz as a sport. Excuse me, have you not seen dances? Look at a ballerina's thighs. It is crazy. They're built differently. I really want to learn Spanish, but my brain doesn't accept it. Same with RTS games and chess. I have the strategy planning system, brain. But have you played Slay the Spire? No, I've never heard of this. I spent a year learning Spanish so I could help guide some translation projects. Oh, so cool. Translating. But I found without regular conversation in Spanish, it was really hard to get more than a basic understanding of the language. A lot of respect of anyone able to be fluent in other languages than 1,000,000%. I vividly remember the episode where they're working at an old folks home and the guy glued a wig to his cock. And that's where Jay is like fapping off to one of the old lady's portraits and she's like, it's okay, I don't mind. I was born in Baghdad, Iraq, because my parents were there due to work stuff and apparently I spoke Arabic until we left when I was 4. Arabic would be so cool. Damn, that sucks, Versace. Maori, I kind of talk more, understand Maori. Well, it's cool if you can understand a language. Exactly. Listen to your kids. What kind of millennial parenting is that? I'm bilingual. I feel like millennials would listen to their parents more though, wouldn't they? Aren't millennial parents like the really like loose parents that are like, oh, whatever, happiness, don't say no, let them do what they want to do. And they need to learn to be miserable, get them ready for adult life. Hi, Kwoli. Hi, Rhythm. Welcome in, mate. Welcome. Hey, Viv. Hey, Rapid. Hey, Mantare. And hey, Gunner. Or jazz dancing. I thought with music. No. Dancing. Are you using your jazz skills on stream every day to keep sharp? Yep. Jazz hands. Do you still do sport activities or play for any team? No, I dropped soccer 2 years ago. I tried to play again this year. I tried to join up on a team, but they were full, and so I gave up. But I'd like to join. Maybe next year I'll apply for soccer again, try out. But I've been playing pickleball on the weekends, which has been fun, but not the same. I miss like going for like full sprints. I started learning Latin dancing, so dancing. Eventually I understand lyrics because I have Hispanic friends. Oh, you're on the right track, Keeves. Well done. You've got bing, 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 dancing, the friends, and the music, and you've got the language will come shortly after. I only played basketball, which I sucked at, but was great on defense. Then baseball in high school, which I sucked at, but I can run really fast, so they wanted me. Hey, you were playing the sport. You couldn't have sucked that bad. A good aim, mate. I just seen the cork hat video. Was the tea still good? At least safe for the flies. Hey, thank you for looking at the old TikTok documentary. Thank you. When you said you did jazz, I thought you walked around high school wearing a beret, smoking cigarettes and carrying a sack. No, it wasn't like jazz hands either. Sorry, that's very incorrect. I did ballet. And then I did jazz, and jazz was kind of like more contemporary ballet. It was still similar to ballet, but more like free-spirited in a way. A little bit more, yeah, contemporary is the only way I can describe it as. I had different shoes. Yeah, that's one that does happen. Did you hear about the world record South Africa and Zimbabwe broke on Sunday? Most marimbas in a set place, correct? Didn't you say that last stream, Rapid? You literally said that last stream, no? Yeah, because I used to get beat up when I was a kid. Oh, sorry. What the fuck? Kids who beat up other kids makes no sense to me. I'm trying to think if I ever threw hands. The closest I got, no, but even then, I was like, don't fight back. I had a girl push me on the floor at a disco because I was friends with a girl that she didn't like. So like, what the fuck does that mean? So she pushed me and I went flying on my butt. And I'm sure I wanted to throw hands, but she was bigger than me. And I was like, I won't. And then I just walked away. But yeah, I never got into a punch on, which is, you know what? In a way, I'm kind of sad. I'm ready for a punch. Actually, I had a dream last night about traveling to Morocco, weirdly enough, because we were talking about Morocco yesterday. Traveling to Morocco, and then I was on like a taxi or like a kind of like a what are they called? Oh my god, what are they called? I was gonna say TikTok, not a TikTok. A tuk-tuk, kind of like a tuk-tuk thing. This is a dream, by the way. This is a dream. I was on like a tuk-tuk, and then this guy ran up to our tuk-tuk and then threw a toy onto my lap and was like, free toy, free toy. And I was like, nah, I don't want your free toy, mate. Again, this is a dream. Grabbed the toy, threw it off me. He went and picked it up again, threw it back on my lap and was like, free toy, free toy. And I was like, I don't want your damn toy. And then I got the toy and threw it off. And he did it like 4 more times. And he looks at me and he's like, free toy. And I'm like, all right, get fucked. And I was like, thanks for the free tuk-tuk ride. And then I ran. I ran away. But that was my dream. Millennial parents are responsible for the tired pod eating kids. Millennials or our parents. Parents were strict as fuck. Millennials meaning, no, millennials. They broke the world record for the largest marimba performance. Indeed. I miss playing football and soccer. Me too. Pickleball isn't a sport. It's a retirement home pastime. Okay. I've been playing pickleball and bingo in my free time. Sue me. Ethnicity. I'm half Korean, half Australian, Riz. Pickleball is fun. So fun. The late night Jennifer Kwoli brain is fried. Like ballet but offbeat. Yeah, it was like ballet but with songs that had lyrics. Like I did a dance to ABBA. I did a dance where I was wearing almost an Elvis Presley costume. I guess it was an ABBA costume. Sorry, that would make more sense. It was a full jumpsuit with flared sleeves and flared pants, and it was a white silver reflective material, and our dance literally had this this move in it. Like this move. That was jazz. My parents were that strict when I was a kid. I could be gone for days at a time. I couldn't get in trouble. Oh my god. They told me if I leave the house and don't come back until later at night, so I could keep walking in and out. Jesus. What the hell? I did not look for older ones. It just came in my FYP. Sometimes my algo just showed me old stuff. Oh, thanks. Hey, Kwoli, you said a funny word just now. I think it was soccer. I don't know what that word means. I don't say football because we have too many footballs in Australia. We've got rugby union, rugby league, and AFL. So if you say I play football, then it follows up with what football did you play? And so I save myself from a whole second conversation by just saying soccer. A disco, you were born in the 70s, eh? Yeah, they were called socials. We call them socials. So it's ballet after a few shots. You can start now. Yes. I met my parents beat me when I was a kid. Oh my God. The girl was never seen again after that night. Learn some Korean while you're at it. Juseo. Juseo. Sometimes you get to fight as a kid and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. A rickshaw. Yeah, kind of like that. Since this day, she wants to fight everyone. Nah, I would so lose in a fight. I would lose. I don't think I'd have the like capacity. I wouldn't know what to. Yeah, I'd go for the cheap shots. I threw hands a lot in high school. I was pretty off the rails for it. Jesus. Give it a couple of, well, I mean, that's, I can see. Give it a couple of days and you'll dream of Liechtenstein. I don't remember my dreams. I remember them if I think about them in the morning. There are 3 and 3 toys at the WNBA games. What kind of toy was it? It was a fluffy, generic bear or something, but like a flat bear. It was just kind of like a shit toy you get from a claw machine. Wait, you've been playing bingo? No, I haven't. I wish. I see millennials. We don't have kids. You didn't hear. Lol. True. How tall are you, Kwoli? I'm 6'4". Candy. How tall are you? ChatGPT says your dreams means you'll win 100 million within the month. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you. I was Presley. I heard that's going to be the next Halloween costume. No, the next Halloween costume is going to be Uncle Red. I tried to bring this up last time and nobody cared. Watch this space. October, Uncle Red. Across Asia, at least. That's going to be the #1 costume. And if you don't know who Uncle Red is, you let me know. I've got a breakdown in my head for you. Hey, Shrika. Hey, Tasty Chris. In terms of horse measurements, how tall are you? How many hands? At least 75. Thank you for lurking, Andrew. My first flies was because this kid kept making fun of my accent. Oh, yeah, I would have punched them too. Hey, Minnie. Hello, hello. Sucker, I hardly know her. Aussies, Kiwis, and Americans, sucker bros. What if you fight your sister? Oh God, no. No. I never physically got into altercations with my sisters. I just cried. Yeah, I was a big crier. I cried a lot as a kid. When did you graduate high school? Some time ago. Not gonna lie, I thought you were made of AI when I first saw you. Were you that person who commented that? It's so weird. So weird. Why is that the go-to comment is like, nah, this is AI, bro. It's like, okay. Holy shit, I just had 3 minutes of ads straight. Good thing Twitch finally let me see the stream. Hey, Austrian, welcome back. They'd go for your knees and you'd be done. That's so true. That's so true. Yeah, you're right. If they did a knee shot, I'd be taken out. I could still fight from the ground though. I've seen you play half sword. Not only would you win a fight, you could drink the other person's blood as well. What do you mean? I can see. Kwoli still thinks I'm off the rails. Well, it sounded like you had a difficult childhood, Jeff. If you want me to break it down, it sounds like you had a interesting childhood and not so conventional, and you got into a lot of fights and you're also allowed to roam the streets around a lot. So I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. So I'm like, I see. The two kind of go hand in hand. 6 foot gang. You're 6'6"? Jesus Christ. If we're doing heights, I'm 6'2". Of course you are. And apparently everyone here is 6 foot. And no one cares. I know, why not? It's a good story. What's Uncle Red? I'm so glad you asked. Okay. So, in China, there is they have Red Note, right? It's like TikTok, Red Note. And there is a person on Red Note going by the name of, I think it's Miss or Sister Hong. And they would wear a lot of white makeup and a red lip and a bobbed haircut and would wear a modest blouse and skirt. And on Red Note, they would just, it was like a streaming service, kind of like streaming TikTok sort of vibe. They kind of played like cutesy, feminine sort of style, like not thirst trap, but like a Chinese soft femme thirst trap sort of style. Long story short, somehow they managed to get men to come to their modest apartment and they would perform favors for the men that would come to their apartment. It got to the number of roughly 1,600, numbers not confirmed, 1,600 individual men had come to that Red Note, Mrs. Hong, apartment over the course of, I think it was 3 years or a year, 3 years. And their one condition was you can't come empty-handed. And so all of these men would come and bring like a box of tissues, a bottle of peanut oil, a watermelon, or like, I don't know, just random grocery items, would come gift a box of tissues, and then Mrs. Hong would perform a service for them. Okay. But it's like 1,600 men. Okay, so sorry. Let me continue on. Miss Hong, which people have later found out is actually uncle. So not Miss is now uncle. Uncle was selling unknown footage of every single one of their clients on what's that website, what's that WhatsApp? It's like WhatsApp, but where you do like drug deals and there's no like thread. It's called what's it called? Telegram. They were selling footage on Telegram for people to purchase, and they made something like $30,000 off this footage alone. Okay, which is like so crazy. But the crazier thing is all of China is kind of like, how the hell was Miss, aka Uncle Red, because of Red Note, how was Uncle Red pulling all of these men, and they're from all walks of life, and a lot of them were fitness influencers. They were like buff, like handsome Chinese men who had like decent followings on Red Note that were going to this uncle's house and getting favors. And people were like, how was she pulling all these men? Did you destroy Telegram? Destroy Telegram? Yeah, well, it doesn't save like any of the data, right? I think I know this. Wasn't there a guy come with a fish as well? I'm sure. Yeah, he did. He came with fresh fish, freshly caught fish. He did. 600 goddamn Bonnie Blue. I know. Bonnie who? Uncle Red's where it's at. Basically, a construction guy hooker manager comprise an axe with him. I don't know how that even works. No, but that is crazy. Kwoli, cosplay idea. Sorry. AI Kwoli, you can get an extra finger, play with the background, add a delay to the mic so it looks off. That is Minnie, that is brilliant. I like that a lot. That's not bad. Since they are Chinese, pretty sure there were tons of oranges. A man coming in with a box of tissues is not dodgy at all. The video I listened to, someone earlier gifted a box of tissues, and the next client, gentleman who came in, used those previously gifted tissues to wipe himself off, but the tissue's so bad, such bad, like one ply, that when he tries to clean himself off, the tissue falls apart into multiple pieces and he has to pick off all the pieces because the tissue quality is so bad. Oh, so cooked. Anyways, that's what's going on in China social media right now. It's apparently like the biggest story, and so much so go as women in China are saying, like, if men are saying they're from this region, which is like the I can't remember what the region is called, this certain province of China, they won't even like talk to them because they're like, oh, that person probably crossed paths with Uncle Red. They should use that as a slogan. What's up, but for drug dealers? Yeah, because yeah, the only time never mind. Uncle Red sounds wild. Did you destroy Telegram? Hi Dev, and hi Finger Death Punch. Uncle, I need a favor. And some were repeat customers. Yeah, there were repeat customers, 4 seasons. Callie, Amanda's a simple being. They will do a lot for a favor. No, but that's what's kind of become a big story of this, is like, why were these men going to this apartment, finding out, wait a second, you're not Miss Hong, you are an uncle. do I continue? And there's a famous saying now in China. Well, it's already a saying, but it's kind of like I'm already here, may as well. I don't know what the where's Luton? We need Luton. What's the Chinese saying for like may as well? Already here, may as well. It's something kind of like it's like ilo or something like that. It's not ilo. It's like ilong tang or something. And that's become a really popular saying now because there's a guy who goes there and he's like, are you a woman or are you a man? And the Miss Hong is like, oh, like, I'm a woman. And he's like, you have to tell me, are you a man or a woman? And they're like, oh, like, what does it matter? And the guy is like, okay, so then he like still goes through with it. He's like, there's a video and he's like standing there deciding whether or not he continues on, even though he knows that it's a man. But he's like, I've already come this far, I may as well. In for a penny, in for a pound, but in Chinese. Is that what it is? Also, hey 5FM and hey Just Lancer, what's up? I had a zinger kebab. Oh, zinger. Can't see, like KFC never really crosses my path unless it's getting my dad KFC deals. Don't forget the red note tag in the corner. Wait, wasn't there some tea time app or something? Tea time app, maybe. Oh yeah, tea time app. Yes. It is a Chinese app where women can share their experiences with, I think that's right. It's like where they can share their experiences with other women in the area, like dates that they've been on with other men and stuff, but then they got hacked. It totally needs to be a rotten mango investigation. No, it is a rotten mango investigation. That's how I know about it. I could have lived without all this knowledge, being honest, but isn't it so interesting? You could have dressed up as Uncle Red for the China cooking stream. Missed opportunity. I know. I didn't know about it until after. So basically Kwoli's recommending us to get this illegal substance from Uncle Red. Came for the Hong, stayed for the dong. They came for Miss Hong, but stayed for the Miss Hong. Stop. She's a ladyboy. There is no confirmation that we know of is if they're trans or if they're just a man identifying as a woman. There's no confirmation on that. So being like respectful at this stage, they are confirmed that they were appearing as a woman, but then they changed their, I don't know, but no confirmation. Sorry. For your birthday, I'll send over the 1-ply tissue for the cosplay. Kwoli, what are the chances of Anna Valerius will return this October? You cured that cosplay. Oh, that's nice, Jeff. Probably low chances because I've already done it. If dating was terrified enough of me, now you gave me another fear. Well, I mean, coffee. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd like to think the people here wouldn't meet a girl on TikTok and be like, hey, girl, like, oh, you want me to come round? Oh, okay, I'll come round. Then you go to her apartment and then she looks completely different than she does on TikTok, but then you're like, already here, may as well. Like, I don't know. Did the guys know that it's on camera? The guys do not know it's on camera. No. All the same in the dark or something. All the same in the dark or something. Well, don't know. Kwoli buenas. How's the stream? Yeah, good, Frankowski. Say his name Luton 3 times and he'll appear. Oh, I know. The saying is Lai Dao Lai Lei. Yeah, that's it. Lai Dao Lai Lei. Lai Dao Lai Lei means since I'm already here. Yeah, that saying has become even more popular because of this guy. And they've made people have gone through all the footage and have screenshot all of the victims. I mean, I don't know if they're victims. All of the men who have gone to their apartment. And they've made a massive collage. And so women in China, people in China, but a lot of women are going through the collage trying to see, like, do I know any of the men? Is it my dad? Is it my brother? Is it a co-worker? Is it like a guy that I used to go to school with? And people have recognized lots of people in there and have been like, oh my God, number 33 is a co-worker. Like, what should I do? Oh my God, number 17 is my dad. And what else? What else happened? Oh, they made a top 10 collage of men, whether or not they were attractive or if the gift that they brought was funny. And it's become like a popular saying where it's like, oh my God, Zolex, you give off like number 10 vibes. And number 10, like number 10 brought like a watermelon. It's like, oh, you're like watermelon, bro. Anyways, again, there's some Chinese law for you. I got a phone call and had to mute. How tall is Kwoli? 6'4". Were the men like, wait a minute, and then like, never mind. Yes, some of them were like that, and then some of them were just they just went straight for it. These guys must be down bad. Yeah, but it stems like another question of why and how, and then another conversation that came from it is some men were defending Uncle Red and were like, well, Chinese women these days are very strong and strong-willed, opinionated, feisty. They have a lot of like anger behind them, and they can be quite snappy, whereas Uncle Red is very soft and feminine and sweet and kind, and, you know, treats the men with respect. And when they come into the apartment that we're watching through the illegal videos, Uncle Red was always like, hello, my old friend, like, how are you? Treats them like a person and gives them like fruits and snacks and has like a really caring touch, apparently. So some people are like, well, I kind of understand. It's crazy. It's just so interesting. Really, really interesting. And it's gone as far as people are saying, like, Uncle Red, you should teach lessons to Chinese women and be like, this is how women should treat men. Oh, mate, it is so juicy. Fascinating. It's a good watermelon. Blasting these fools is great. These guys just wanted a little tug and now they're in a competitive ranking. Yeah, competitive ranking. Their victims, it was non-consensual. Their twits, true, but they were victims too. Non-consensual filming, but they still were consensual in enacting, like going to the place and then having those acts performed on them. So it's not like they weren't being held, like they were free to leave at any time. In fact, there are some men who do leave, but you know, like, remind me that I need a dental clean soon. You know how it's supposed to be? Oh, I haven't been to the dentist in so long. Hey, Froge, and hey, Potato Juice. Is everybody in your family tall? No, not at all. I'm actually not 6'4". I'm so sorry. I'm joking with you. I'm not 6'4". I'm actually 165 centimeters, which is 5'4". I just like saying 6'4" because y'all lose your mind. It's a good way to weed out the people who can't understand sarcasm. Or people who like are really fascinated with height. They're like, oh my God, no way. Like, are you really that tall? I'm like, bro, like, what does it matter? What are we having a height competition? I guess the whole Asian women are submissive stereotype is going away. All we want are Teddy Grahams. What is that? Fruit snacks and a sexual favor, not a bad deal. I know, it's becoming more and more tempting. Uncle Red women. Whoa. He gave them fruit and snacks. I don't know now. This does sound tempting. Uncle Red gives out watermelon slices that the other guy bought. Could have. If you were in their place, what gift would you have brought Uncle Red?
Wait, you're not 6 feet 4 inches? I'm gonna have to unsub now.
Hello, Captain Farmers. I feel like I probably wouldn't be going to a stranger's house that I met on the internet. Oh, apparently a foreigner went there too. I did see a snapshot, like I saw a screenshot of the foreigner, and the foreigner was a foreigner. And apparently Uncle Red was in the video is like so shocked. It's like, oh my God, like they really are bigger overseas. And that Uncle Red actually paid the foreigner for their time because they were so big. Oh, crazy. Just read the bio. When did you write this? Isn't new? Join me as I lived from my future as a high school teacher. I wrote that a while ago, honestly, probably a year ago, maybe even longer. So if it was a woman that was going there and being filmed, would they be victims? Lol. Yeah, it's hard because no, they are victims because they've been filmed unintentionally. This is not a lie. However, it doesn't remove the fact they still willingly went there, and were doing those acts, and a lot of them were like married men, were in relationships. One of them was like a prestigious kindergarten teacher, and like he's had to like put down, like not put down, like dead. He's been had to step back from his job. I don't know. So crazy. Yeah, you forgot to mention 165 is above. It is above average, by the way. 165 is the best for women if you're a tall guy. Sometimes I'm like, I can have these conversations with people. Like you're like chill. Like I can talk about this stuff. And then I get a message like 165 is best for women if you're tall guy. Like, come on, man. What do you mean it's best for women? Stop that. Stop that right now. 165 is best for women. Women who 165 is ideal for me. Yes, that would be ideal type. And the reason why her knees crack is because she forgot to oil her kneecaps. Uncle Red making the barter system come back. Unless they were from Facebook Marketplace. You'd want to bring something respectful. Like, come on. You're getting like full service. You're not getting half service, okay? You're getting full service. Bring something respectable, not a one-ply tissue. I'd laugh if the foreigner was white meat from that game show. I don't know who the foreigner was, I'm sorry. Probably hand sanitizer for a gift. Hand sanitizer would be a good gift. That's true, that's true. I wouldn't be going to a stranger's house that I met on the internet. Brother, all you needed was one cacti to go to an old man's base. Yeah, but I talked to him on the phone. Okay, I sent him a letter and I talked to him on the phone. That's more connection. This is a bit like the Ashley Madison scandal. Ooh, I don't know what that one is. Oh, it says a PDD too. Oh, it says a PD. Oh no, this is in China. Tom's. This is some horror movie now. Massive massage parlors are the best proof that guys' libido is on another level to women. No, because that's the crazy part. I was trying to put myself in the shoes of the men that were going to Uncle Red's house, and I'm thinking, you go there, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get full service. Fuck yeah. But then you get there and you quickly realize that it is not a lady, because you can tell in the video that's not a lady. But then they're like, but I don't know how the male anatomy works well enough. Like at the end of the day, is a hole, or does it take a little bit more convincing to get there? Because your mind would be telling you something, but then you're like, but then your mind's also telling you something else. And I'm kind of like, what? But it's apparently 1,600 of them were like, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But then maybe some of them preferred that and it just worked out well. 2 questions to completely take over the stream. What's your skincare routine and who's Uncle Red? No, watermelon is best for women. Watermelon is best for women? For Uncle, come on man, you forgot to add weight. Weight, yeah, fuck. Excuse me, what is your BMI? Oh, your BMI is this? That is best for women. Thank you. Thank God I asked random girl on the internet what her BMI is. I use Telegram every day, I'm offended. Do you really? What the hell are you using Telegram for? That's a bit of a red flag. Good day, Dorflin. Full service like a fucking car. Yeah, but that's almost like massage parlor talk, full service. Hello, Kwoli. I hope you're having a fantastic day. You too, Tim. Hands a hand, I guess. That's what I'm, maybe, yeah, hands a hand. Hole's a hole, hands a hand. That's, I guess, for many, potentially, or for some, let's say some. The Ashley Madison case involved a massive data breach of the infidelity website Ashley Madison in 2015. Hackers, known as the Impact Team, stole the personal information of millions of users and threatened to release it publicly unless the site was shut down. When Ashley Madison refused, the date was leaked, exposing the infidelity of many individuals and causing significant personal and social fallout. Ooh, and what country was that in relation to, Keebs? My mind's telling me no, but my body. Damn. If Uncle Red was playing that song, that would have been such a power move. Bobby, welcome in. Great first message. Damn, that's so true. I should have known. No, it ain't fussy. I guess so. Probably depends on the person. And again, they've journeyed all the way to the apartment, so they may as well. Where's Shrike? Where's Shrike? I need to read that saying again. Damn it. Where is Shrike? Shrike. There you are. Oh, was it not Striker who said the? Oh, there. Lie down, lie lay. Lie down, lie lay. Lie down, lie lay. No, a hole is not a hole. Women go to stripper parties and lots of ladies be licking Friday's low pop. Oh, depends on the guy. Okay, cool. So when a man and a woman like each other, I left and what the heck are y'all talking about? An Uncle Red person and a hole is a hole. You'll catch up. If it stands up, a hole is a hole. All holes are black at night. My BMI is a chicken wrap with extra bacon. Oh, that is ideal for a lady. Eyebrow length, please. You know something? It's okay. Is okay to not have a pun in the title if the pun is going to be this bad. The pun isn't bad. I just reused it from yesterday though because I couldn't be bothered to spend time on the title. Depending on how desperate the man is and whether or not alcohol's in play, a hole can be alcohol. That's true. That's true. I remember when that happened. Yeah, damn. From a male perspective, if you're someone who's visiting a shady massage parlor for a full service, you're probably not caring who's tugging the worm at the point. Yeah, that's true. I didn't realize how many massage parlors were in Japan until recently. I didn't bring it up, but like there's so many. If you look, you see them, but if you're not looking, you don't see them. Not like I was looking, but I noticed. Lie down, lie lay, lie down, lie lay. If you've gone that far, very little will dissuade you, I think.
Here's Johnny.
Hey John. Hello Ragnary. What is this I'm watching in the stream? And I go on TikTok and you show up there too. What is this propaganda? Mate, I'm so sorry. So sorry. sorry. Hey, no, actually, that's kind of cool though. Algorithm. For me, that's cool. For you, maybe that's a little bit too much Kwoli. But welcome in, mate. It says it originated in Canada. While the website operated globally with users in 50 countries, the core of the scandal was rooted in its Canadian origin. Interesting.
Hey sister, can I get some woman advice?
To this day, I don't know what that question was involving. And low-key, I'm kind of sad we knocked it down. I want to know what the question was. Hey sister, can I get some woman advice? Like, what was it? I think I have a new personal slogan, just not in the Uncle Red context. Oh yeah? I think the pun is good. I think a hole is a hole for a man. That only has to be bring a watermelon to hook up with someone they have never seen before. You make another valid point, Casamalu. Hey, Donnie. So which was the best one? Present-wise? Soapland is another crazy one in Japan. Crazy. Imagine getting bamboozled by Kwoli. Got your eyebrows done? Nah, I've actually just been you know what? Since you mentioned it, I've been lightening my eyebrows these last 6 months, I think. Just because I feel like my eyebrows are really dark. I naturally have black eyebrows, but I've been messing around with lightening because my hair is really light at the moment. So I've just been kind of messing around with lightening. But in terms of shape and size, they have not changed. I don't get my eyebrows done. I trust no one. I used to get my eyebrows done in the middle of the shopping malls where they'd like thread them. Bad mistake. Bad mistake. But also, Creamy, how are you? Thanks for subbing, but thanks for being here most of all. Morning, Kwoli. Morning, Scout. Lady. Patrick Star. What? I need the name of these massage places when I do a Japan trip, Kwoli. Of course, Carl. I'll share the deets. Women advice, please. Pretty lady. Women advice is be more like Uncle Red. That's going to be my response. Have you heard of Uncle Red? You might learn a thing or two. Advice about women, I suppose. No, but I wanted to know the specifics. Hi, by the way, you good, bro? Yeah, I'm good. You good? How's things? What time is it? 1:25 a.m. You got gym soon? A Thai massage parlor started in my town a few years ago, and about 3 days after opening, they had to go around and hand out flyers to clarify that they're not that kind of place. Men just kept, oh no. That's bad. Can I tell a story, which I probably shouldn't share online, but I'm going to share it anyways. I had a God, I hope they're not listening. I had a friend who went to Japan recently, and there was like a bunch of them that went. I'm close with one of them, like 1.5. Anyways, doesn't matter. I had a friend who went on a trip to Japan. No, it was really a friend. And he went and got massages, and like they all got massages. And at the end, he was like, I was like, oh, it was a decent massage. It wasn't amazing. got a massage without the intention, fully like innocent, really innocent vibe, not a bad egg. At the end of the massage, was asked like full service basically, and he was like, oh no, oh god no, and she was like, oh okay, and then just like finished up the massage and then sent him on his way. And he was like, man, I felt so bad because the massage wasn't great, but it was okay. But then when it ended and she asked me that, I felt like really dirty and like icky. Like I didn't know that was going to be offered. And so when I left, the massage was kind of ruined because I didn't feel nice afterwards. I felt dirty, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Why did you get a massage? I bought a new bicycle recently, and now TikTok somehow shows me some related content. I hope that it won't catch this conversation. Uncle Red gets free bicycle from... No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. Wait, what's your bicycle, Buffy? What did you get? That's exciting. That's very exciting. I did not get a new bicycle. My mum got a new bicycle that me and my sisters gifted her a few years ago. And then I've just kind of taken her bicycle and now it's my bicycle. Dye them purple. Ooh. I think that would be a look that I just couldn't pull off. Eyebrows tattooed when? My eyebrows are tattooed, technically. I got them tattooed probably like 7 years ago now, honestly, a long time ago. Most of the tattoos faded, but I got them when tattooing was a thing. I've got 2 face tats. Oh, Patty, thank you for liking. Be more like Uncle Red, except the non-consensual filming. Yeah, not the non-consensual filming. No, for sure. I agree. That and his mayonnaise and instrument are 2 quotes from Patrick I use far too often. Why don't I know those? Who has Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson on their bingo card for 25? Oh my gosh, so cute. I've seen a few interviews of Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson. Look, I know everyone says celebrity worship is dead, but like, come on, you can't deny they look so cute. For the record, I actually am 6'2", the tallest in my family. Oh, I believe you.
You also have fish splooge in your face so that balances it out.
True. Face tats and fish splooge. Wow. It's like I've gone to prison for free. I saw a TikTok about your hat for the Death Stranding. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you saw it. So you got a massage, then happy ending? No. Close with 1.5 of them. Like, I'm close with one of them, and then the other one I would say I'm like somewhat close with, but like not as close. Yeah, just brew in a protein shake, then I'll get some carbs in. But yeah, around 3 hours I have to go to gym, but obviously go shopping, eat and shower in that time. Most importantly, letting the food settle. Nice. God, you're so organized. It's crazy. He told you, he said no. That got yonked by the nice lady. I hope not. Well, you know what? Fuck it, whatever. They got the full service 100%. Okay. I'll pretend that I believe them, but I know the real truth. Good morning, mate. Good morning, Laraza. Koreans from Texas. Mate, how the heck are ya? Close baddie, she got tatted. Yeah, two face tats. Where's the other one? 2 eyebrows. 1, 2. What do you mean? Waxed a mustache as well. It was time. Well, no, I wouldn't wax a mustache because then it would grow back and you wouldn't be able to like get rid of it. I think a wax mustache is not on the tables. Crazy, they look so natural. Nah, they were done like 7 years ago, so most of the tattoo is gone. There's a little bit still here, but it's mostly faded. The rest of it is just I've got pretty thick brows. As a kid, my brows were like this thick, really, really thick brows. I got a no brow transplant needed. That's a cute couple. So cute. You got a 2 face. You got a 2 face tattoo on your face. Where is it? 2 face. No, not like the makeup brand. Kwoli took Mafia too serious. I gotta agree. The end of the massage was indeed happy. No. Better face splooge than fish tats, I guess. I'm not judging them, but it's so unexpected. It's cute. Pamela Anderson deserves happiness. Leo, have you read up on Pamela Anderson's story? It is so sad. So sad. It's fucked up. Sex tape released, okay? Life turned into like sex kitten, basically. Unwanted. Partner, you know, questionable at best. Yeah, definitely an unexpected relationship for sure. That reminds, I finally detailed my arm sleeve tat. Oh, really? Jesus. How many hours do you think you've got into that? The Liam Neeson Pamela Anderson is especially cute, as I've heard Liam hadn't dated since I know his wife passed away. So sweet. At work, it's so funny. My coworker, that's twice my age, is such an idiot in a harmless way. He was like, earlier today, let me know when you go on a break. So I text him at 10 a.m. to come up to the canteen so we can play billiards and eat out food. He didn't turn up. After my break was finished, he texted me at 11:30 that he set up the pool table. Maybe he just didn't have reception. Do I sense some McGravy lemon tattoo there? Can I be honest with you? No, I'm not gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna be honest. No, honesty has gone out the window. Fine, let me research Pamela Anderson. You should research Pamela Anderson. Pamela should have married Borat. One could argue that matching eyebrow tats are a set and count as a one. Yeah, I'm working on my eyebrow sleeve. Didn't the sex tape come out after she'd been nude modeling for years? And it was more like porno than a home sex tape. I don't know. Yeah, but it's an at-home sex tape, man. Like, it's intimate. It's an intimate time between you and your partner, and even though your body has been out on display for everyone, that doesn't give people the right to see you at your most vulnerable moment. There's two very different things. It was like 4 hours, but I think my longest tat session was my back, which was like 12 hours. Jesus Christ. Liam Neeson has a public peeing thing that I can't get over. Oh, I don't know about this, Spirit Realm. Also, hey, Fancy. The same coworker today got 2 near misses because he dropped a pallet of croissants. So all of us, including the supervisor, started joking that he won't be able to drive a forklift for the rest of the week since he's been having too many accidents. So him hearing that he went off his nut, he can't drive a forky. Why didn't you guys make some croissant jokes? Like, I'm sure people could think of some funny ones. You should put a croissant in his locker, or like, I don't know, draw croissants, or everyone dress up as like like French people holding croissants. Just as like, oh god, as like a joke. It was on a yacht in public. True, she should have been asked for releasing it without her approval. It's dirty. It's dirty for sure. What as this stream became happy ending sex tapes and some uncle? The transition between topics is my favorite part of stream. Seamless transitions. You crossed the line. It's not bad. It's not bad. I like that you're uploading your chatting streams on YouTube. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you for saying that, Adil. Thank you. I know out of context, if you saw them on YouTube by pure chance and you hadn't watched Twitch and you saw them, you'd be like, what the actual fuck is this? And I get it. I'm fully aware. It is cringe and it doesn't make any sense. But Karma is actually the reason, because Karma was saying like last week, oh, all of your just chatting segments are getting lost into the void because they're not being saved. And I was like, yeah, who cares, whatever. But then I'm like, oh man, like we talk about pretty current events. Fuck it. I'm going to try at the end of stream clip like the just chatting section, highlight it, and then upload it onto YouTube. And YouTube is just so much easier format because you can scroll and skip so much more better than fucking Twitch. I'm bringing the holy water to this cleaner. He will just pee on himself in public, not even try to find a restroom. Why not? You got that much money, you can buy new pants. I had an appointment for that stupid pinch nerve I'm dealing with, and they're gonna do one last surgery somewhere in 4 months. 4 months? That's a long time, Marge. Are you excited or more nervous? You should put learner plates on his forklift, yes. Most men will jack it to a stolen or leaked celeb photo without realizing it's a form of sexual harassment. Oh, of course. I mean, when you're in the mood, you're in the mood. I don't think you're thinking about the ethics of things, okay? I've heard that like after watching certain films, people will be like, what the fuck am I doing? Like once the moment has passed, it's a bit of like, ugh. What am I doing? Wait, do you edit the clips for YouTube and TikTok, or do you have someone else do that? Slay, beautiful bullet butt cheek, or stiffet is what I call them in Twitch chat, puts so much effort and love and time and commitment into making the TikTok edits. I would be nothing without Bullet Butt Cheeks' great edits. I don't know how they do it. Because I have no capacity to do such a thing. I'm too lazy and I'm inefficient. I don't know how they do it so quickly. You have tattoos, you would be a G if you a teardrop tattoo on a teardrop. Let me get this straight. If someday something you said resurfaced and got you cancelled, it's on karma. Got it. You'd be surprised about just chatting content. I bet a lot of people would enjoy listening. We cover many topics, also share our little life stories. Yeah. The only thing is there's no music, so it's silent. Because we have music playing right now, but I can't transfer that across to YouTube. And the chat is here, but sometimes I'm replying to a message that isn't in this section, so it doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, waiting list. I'm excited and nervous at the same time. Ooh, I hope it comes sooner rather than later. You don't have to suffer for any longer than you should, really. Post-nut clarity. Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't know the words for it, sorry. As a person with no nut, post-nut clarity. Hi, Smooth. Could you technically not put music in post-edit? What do you mean? Could you technically not put music in? Oh, I could put music in it post-edit. Yeah, yes and no. Because I transfer straight from Twitch to YouTube, which is quicker. It means I don't have to download it and like save it. Download, then re-upload. It just saves time. This way I'm just transferring straight without it. But like it is possible, just time. Has anyone seen Bigfoot AI videos on YouTube or TikTok? They're so fun to watch. No, I've never seen this. I follow allowed to create Kwoli compilations. Why? for what reason? For what? I mean, you can if you want. Has anyone seen as a person with no nut? That's news to me. Yeah, I mean, what would be my nut? I mean, I got maybe nuts for brains. Peanuts for brains. I'll take that. Quality, different topic. Go on. Have you heard about the Labubus? I mean, yeah, I'm a person on the internet, of course. My brother told me about it yesterday, that everyone's going crazy over it, and I don't get it. I think the Labubu is the spokesperson for the bigger, it's not the issue, the bigger context is more the idea of adults spending their money on another form of gambling and getting a hit or a high with shopping. That's kind of what it is. It's like another form of gamba, which is buying something and not knowing what's in it and hoping that you get a certain thing. And then you get like a rush of endorphins because you get something like, oh yes. And then I think there's a lot of different forms of that, like a lot of different brands or plushies or vinyls and stuff. But I think for some reason Labubu kind of covers a larger mass of people because it's a soft creature. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit scary, but also cute. And that's become the main culprit. But yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, for sure. I've watched Trash and Alyssa unbox things while we're in Vietnam. And like, I'm like, what did you get? I'm like, oh God, I hope it's the purple one. I hope it's the purple. Oh no, it's the yellow one. And I'm fully in it. Like I get it, but seeing the prices of them, I'm like, nah, it's not worth it. Cause like the average price of them is like 20-25 Australian dollars. That's a lot of food, you know? A lot of food, a lot of chairs, you know, skincare. I could be spending money on something else. And I don't know what I would do with those items afterwards. I don't really want them as decor pieces. I wish I had a post-nut clarity 24/7. I'd probably be a trillionaire by now. Damn. Maybe that's the secret. Get them cut off and that's how you become a billionaire. Oh my God, you should look them up in your free time. I have a feeling you might enjoy them. The AI videos. I'm getting the Labubu tomorrow. Which Labubu do you want? Are you getting like one that's already unboxed? Labubus looks like my nightmares as a child. They just remind me of Wild Things. If you know the book, it was a very popular book, early 2000s, I think. It's called Where the Wild Things Are. They're them. I don't see how they're not them. It's Where the Wild Things Are turned into a toy. The whole blind box thing is wild. It's like loot boxes. Yeah. Can anyone tell me who Uncle Red is? Oh my god, Fummers, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to go back maybe 30 minutes. We had a massive chat about Uncle Red. Totally random, but I've seen some videos of kangaroos boxing each other and humans. It's quite peculiar and dope at the same time. Yeah, it's weird. Kangaroos are fucked. Like buying Supreme. Ooh, I don't know that reference. Instead of buying the boo-boo, just buy Kwoli a better cup holder for her car. No, because I have cup holders, but she gave it to me in a cardboard tray, so that's why I kept it in the cardboard tray, and then that's why they turned upside down. I think it got popular because one female celebrity said she liked them and collected them. Yeah, I think that also like added fuel to the fire, right? Wasn't that one of the Blackpink girls had a Labubus? At least when Beanie Babies did it, you knew what you were getting. It's a marketing scheme that's been working for years. The whole I don't know what I'm getting to get. Yeah. I mean, but like I'm not gonna I don't hate on the trend. I think if it makes people happy, then like it's their own money. Like they can spend their own money on whatever the goddamn they want. And if it gives them like a shot of adrenaline, happiness, what's the word I'm looking for? Endorphins, you know, they go for it. When I was growing up, it was the homies from the Crank Machines. Homies? I don't think I know that one. Just go to Vegas and blow your savings on blackjack. Funko Pop, yeah, kind of. Yeah, that makes sense. Hi, Roman. Off topic, go on. Would you play a game like Slay the Spire for horror? I don't know what it is, Alil. When we get to September, I'll open up a Discord channel and ask people for suggestions of horror games. Yeah, because I only play horror games during October. But yeah, I'll open up a Discord and please remind me then. I thought it was supposed to bring back childhood memories of toys, but I didn't know about the Gamba thing. I mean, part and parcel, I'm sure. Maybe there is a childhood memory element, but I really think that the main source is Gamba. And Gacha. Like they're similar to Gacha, but maybe more value because you get like a bigger toy. That's this greatest video on YouTube about the monoble. Oh no, I haven't watched that. Why have I not watched the video yet, Coffee? I'm so sorry. It's a video I genuinely want to watch, but I don't know why I haven't. Where the Wild Things Are was such a beautiful movie. Gosh, I remember they've been. Oh, I don't think I've seen the movie. But still Kwoli. I mean, Pokemon cards have been doing the same thing. Decades. Yeah, you buy packs and you don't know. Same. Kwoli likes to get, but then I think Pokemon and like Magic the Gathering and other card decks have their like niche. If you're into Pokemon, you might like those cards, or if you're into fucking D&D, Magic the Gathering, you might like those cards. The cool thing about the like Labubus and stuff like that, I think it's broadening the audience because they have so many collabs. There's like Disney collabs. There's been like heaps of anime collabs. There's like niche Japanese artist collabs. So they're just like nailing every single niche interest. Chloe likes to gamble on whether her plans are live or not. Have you updated the culinary wheel with the new country points from the last stream? I just asked now because I know how fast tracking we've been. No, but I have the list of all the countries I need to add. I think Star Wars logo is a better investment. You can have that as a decoration as well. Speaking of Blackpink, did you see the Netflix movie K-pop Demon Hunters? Obviously yes, and I thought it was great. I really liked it. I think it was worth the hype. I went to my favorite Chinese restaurant the other day. They had this little shelf where they sell instant noodles and such. They sell my favorite instant spicy noodle, but this time instead of noodles, there were fucking Labubus on the shelf. What's your favorite instant spicy noodle? I'm highly obsessed with the music from that movie. Oh. No, but for real, we're gonna talk about it, that's all. Says me who legit ordered half a small twice plushie, which is 40 euro because God knows who I spent money on it. Hey, it makes you happy. Play Slay the Spire. Can't even get her to play Mafia 3. Have you pre-ordered the new Mafia? No. I'm not going to pre-order. There will be no more pre-ordering for as long as I live. I don't think I'll ever see the value in pre-ordering. Ain't no way. This is the wild part of the whole blind box craze, is that for people like Kwoli said, $25 is a lot of food, but here, because of the conversion rate, it costs a lot more than a lot of food. I could buy a phone for the price of a Labubu. What? Yeah, you would call it surprise mechanics. You see, the cards are for nerds. You see, the thing is, the cards are for nerds. That's not what I said. Do you like anime? Nah, I'm not really a massive anime watcher. Sorry. I like to throw some money on some sports bets. Give me excitement. If Lapupus offer the same thing, I don't see why it's a problem, especially when it's something that doesn't impact anything outside of it. Yeah. I think one of the main controversies I think that's coming out of it is waste. People are kind of like, okay, when you're over your Labubu or you're over your crybaby or whatever, like what's gonna happen to them? But I mean, there's a lot of waste in the world already. They're doing Uncle Red blind box series next. Each puppet. No, apparently people in Chinese Red Note are making Lego sets for Uncle Red. Not even kidding. They're making Chinese. Sorry, they're making Lego.
Kwoli says she doesn't like anime when she watched Cyberpunk Edge Runner and liked Did Kappa.
Yeah, I know, and I like some animes, but I wouldn't say I'm like a huge anime fan. I like Cyberpunk and I liked Blue-Eyed Samurai. That's the extent. Yeah, people have made Lego kits with characters who are holding watermelon or fish or peanut oil, and it's like a line of them outside of the apartment. Hello, Mr. Rex. So when Barnard Cam? Oh, whenever I stream, he's sleeping because it's like 2 a.m. now. That's the red shin ramyun. Red shin ramyun. Have you tried black shin ramyun, Steve? I still have some pre-order in me. No pre-order, no pre-order. I learned pre-order No Man's Sky, never pre-order again. No, I'll wait. Dead Space, broke Kwoli. No, not Dead Space, Starfield. I liked Dead Space. It was Starfield. I like that you have the topics in the description for the Just Chatting vids. Not going to put up the Hitman 2 since it wasn't streamed. Oh no, I tried to put it up, but it wouldn't upload. Let me check on it. I actually have it ready to go. Let me see.
I'm so glad we gave Far Cry a go the other day. It was really good, and we all enjoyed your take on it, to be honest. Even though I came for games the first time but stayed for the commentary. It's always the personality and never the games people stay for, Nat.
We're processing this video. This video is still being processed. I don't know why it's taking like 24 hours for it to process across. Uploading. Cancel upload? Yeah, I don't know. It's just sitting in my YouTube at the moment. Yeah, I couldn't play Far Cry the other day. Sorry. I was like, what do I have in response to this? Beep, 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 beep. Couldn't play Far Cry because we were waiting for you. Like I said, you thought I was joking. I was not. Heard that happening. Yeah, it's just kind of stuck on 0% right now. But the Just Chatting went across fine. But what if you get a shiny box and a 5-cent plastic thing for pre-ordering? No, not worth it. I'm not like a big merch fan at the moment either. It's just junk. A friend of mine pre-ordered the Assassin's Creed one just for the skin. That's the same friend who judges other friends in the group when they buy more things for their collection. They'll mature one day. One day. Hey mate, thanks for the follow. Hello Clarion and Deleep. There's a lot of waste already in the world. What's a little more? Yeah, she doesn't like that kind of anime. She likes the other anime, if you know. Yeah, I feel like I've got more of like American anime. Any Studio Ghibli movies? I mean, yeah, but like this, when people say, do you like anime? I feel like they're talking about anime shows. I don't know. Do you like UFC? No. You can make one Lego figurine wank off. No, stop. Hello, Geraldson. I will die on the hill that Blue-Eyed Samurai is not anime. It's animated, but non-anime. See? Told ya. People say, do you like anime? I say no. And they're like, Kwoli like anime. She watched other... And then I'm like, yeah, I watch Blue-Eyed Samurai and I watch Cyberpunk. And then Bean's like, it's not actually an anime. And I'm like, okay. My favorite is green chili indomie. Green chili indomie. I like the satay. I like satay indomie.
Honestly, when it comes to waste, people have no fucking idea. You think consumer waste is bad? Go to any manufacturing site or industrial production and then give up recycling forever.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no.
I know it's a downer, but we are screwed when it comes to waste of resources. That's just how it is.
No, what I realize the most crazy thing is, not most crazy, but came into my orbit of realization was building houses or renovating houses. If you're driving and you see a house being renovated, they just have a massive skip out the front of the house, just full of just shit. Like it's full. Like there's so much stuff in it, and that just goes straight to the tip. Like that's not being reused, not being repurposed. It's just straight to the bin, which is crazy. The garbage tip, sorry. I don't think I've seen the black one being a PLD here. Is that a spicier one? No, I think it's almost like less spicy. It's more tasty, I feel. They also make a chicken ramyun, apparently. Shin ramyun chicken. And the pre-order games with their physical edition comes with a steel bookcase. Right. It's what in Tasmania. I have finished my dinner. You had dinner at 2 a.m, Keebs. Bloody hell. One thing I've noticed, and it pisses me off, so many Twitter fuckers trying to turn anything negative. I can't, let's just stay off Twitter, man. I haven't opened Twitter in like, I want to say 2 years. King of the Hill maybe has my full attention at the moment. King of the Hill. I cannot work out when sleep, excluding times you sleep through when you should be streaming. Hey, GBs! What's up? What anime do you like? Apparently none. Hey, booty. Orbit of realization is very poetic. I know. Look at me, my fancy words. How many anime shows have you actually tried getting into? I tried to watch the Brothers one. Brothers, where one of them is a robot. What's that one? That's very popular. That's why I started watching it. One brother is robot, other brother is not robot. And that was the first. Full Metal Alchemist. I started watching that and didn't continue on. I mean, it was alright. Didn't continue on. I started watching Chainsaw Man. That was pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I actually didn't mind it. I was like, I can see myself watching this. Never continued. Just forgot about it. I also watched Solo Leveling. I watched a few episodes of that and I actually really liked that. Didn't continue.
No, but for real, as an ex-LEGO employee, I am going to expose their recycling strategy now by telling you guys. They may have changed these plastic bags to paper, but they tell the employees to throw any LEGO set away that doesn't need to be displayed anymore. Oh, and they once sent like one XLL bag in a big ass box with like a bunch of bubble wrap.
Right. They throw it away? That's crazy. Like, surely they should have a scheme where they donate it to hospitals. Imagine if they donated it to children's hospitals. Why is that not a scheme? Children would bloody love that. I've worked as a business controller at multiple production companies, and let me tell you, that bag of wilted lettuce does not compare to a day of waste in such companies. Ugh. God damn. Had to do with the same thing since I don't like anime, but I enjoy Blue Eye Samurai, set in Japan, and that's why people keep trying to call it anime. No, fair enough. Depends on if it's a lovely old interior, then it's a shame, but an ugly ass 80s interior deserves nothing than the skip. Bring back plastic straws. No, I actually screaming. I get it. I get we all hate paper straws. I also do not like paper straws. But the fact that Trump is like, we're actually bringing back plastic straws, paper straws. I hate them. They're going. They need to leave. Bring back plastic straws. I'm like, what? Shut up. Shut up. You should drink out of a sugarcane straw. Sugarcane straws are still better for the environment, but they are like almost feel like plastic. We just need to try a little bit fucking harder. Step Brothers. No, not Step Brothers. Patacho. I think Kwoli would like Space Dandy. I mean, there's so many animes I'm sure I would like, but I don't know why. I just never continue on. Did you get up to the episode? I don't know. Watch Love Island, just 90 episodes per season. I'm so happy you brought Uncle Red into my equator of understanding. I think I did a pretty good explanation. It was a quick rundown. Did you ever get to the bar scene of Chainsaw Man? Where there's like lots of bodies? Yes. I think so. It was a long time ago. The dog and daughter episode. The dog and I don't know. All right, I'm gonna probably cry my eyes out while watching my Oxford year. Okay. Oh my god, I watched an episode of When Life Gives You Tangerines. Someone recommended me that in the community, and I watched an episode. Oh my god, I was crying in the first like 17 minutes of a show. I was bawling my eyes out watching When Life Gives You Tangerines. I was like, you sick bastard who recommended this. I like the main childhood anime like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade, Dragon Ball. Right, okay. Thanks, Dan. Industrial production really bad in a few countries. Also, the demolition waste is recycled more than 7%. Fact check. Okay. Lego is what sends people to hospitals. True. They're donating a few ones, but most of these Legos are either those mistakenly Lego bags that were produced more or those from workshops, right? There's so many games to play and shows watched. I don't think I would watch anime. There's Motherman's watched the Witcher stuff. Yeah, so many animes, but they are amazing. Like the emotion, the action is, I'm sure there's another thing, but I feel like the emotion and the action sequences in animes, you just can't replicate that with real people or like a different medium. Like it just works so well. Hey Charlie, hello Deadpool, welcome. I'm really well. How are you? Welcome. Hey Too Cool. So much plastic and paper waste. I wouldn't be able to recreate that waste in 100 lifetimes. So little Timmy, you only have 3 months to live, so here's an Uncle Red Lego set to keep you busy. What about just splashing it into your mouth? And you can like avoid using straws altogether. I also agree. I think the only time I use a straw is like if it's a smoothie, because then it's a little bit thick on the lips. But I bought glass straws for that reason. You'll say anything to try to distract. I actually don't mind paper straws. They don't go soggy for me. Oh, you just drink your drink really quick. How do you fuck up a straw? Metal and glass straws work as well. I agree, Fabro. I agree. How are those pasta straws? Are they decent? Ooh, I've not seen pasta straws. Anime. Houses don't get renovated that often, so really it's not that much trash if you consider per year. Okay, all right, okay. No, the bar scene where the hero of Chainsaw Man kisses the demon named Power. I don't think I recall this scene. No, I don't recall this. You should try Buddy's Daddies. It's a short, cute anime show. Okay. Another fun one is I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Okay. Solo Leveling looks good. It was cool. I didn't finish it, but it was a cool concept. What about the big boober sequences in animes? Yeah. I'm not like super opposed to like big titties, but what I don't love the like
This one. I don't love the like. I can't. I simply cannot.
That's a big reason why I cannot. Sometimes in animes I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, let's go, move on. High School of the Dead is a great anime. Hugh. High School of the Dead. I'm not super opposed to big titties, Kwoli. No, I think the artistry of big titties can be really cool. Really, really cool. Except for when it's like a little girl. And then it gets a bit weird. How could anyone be opposed to big gold titties? Ara. Yeah. Nani, Chani. Literally. I'm leaving. Sorry. Hi, Jen. Hi, Alvin. Hey, Biffa. Hey, Chasimo. She doesn't like big titties. She likes those big ass bits. I thought you have a nice filter. Oh, thank you. High School of the Dead is pure fan service. It's great. Okay, bro, you're a squeaker. Squeaker. Big titties are fun until they cause back problems. Personally, I used to be very sad. Now this is just getting very deep, okay? Now this is for the real ones. Growing up as a half Asian lass, I thought to myself, please, white genetics come through for my yiddies. please. If there's anything in this world I want my white genetics for, it's for my yiddies. But it never came. Korean genes were too strong. So all throughout high school, I was like, oh, all right, I'm going to have to save up. Like, I'm saving up. I'm going to put away like 20K. I'm going to put away 20K and I'm going to rectify the issue, okay? I'm going to have my yiddies one day. But then as I got older, I realized that big yiddies, as much as they are lovely and very nice to look at and fill out very well in clothes, back problems. And then run, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, you got saggy knockers and they're limp, they're down here, the gravity isn't working with them, and then you got to get them redone. So just a message for for all of you. Sometimes you don't need the big giddies. It's okay. Hey, Granners. Sagnox is a good, it's a good band name.
Oh yay, you want to know something else that makes you want to give up on recycling forever? Being a parent. A friend of mine is fully into green stuff, good on her. However, she wanted to try the cloth nappy thing. She was all pro for it, researching it etc. She lasted like 2 weeks, and then was like, fuck this, disposables.
Yeah, I've actually heard about that before as well. Because the nappies, the diapers, and even like baby wipes, so much waste, but everyone does it. It's just part of life. But I don't know. I like to recycle. I do recycle all my cans, my glass bottles, all of that. I love to recycle. It's all landfill. It's insane. Actually insane. And so many of them. And not even like one a day. It's like multiple a day. Ugh. I don't know how you do it, Luton. The poop, all you parents out there dealing with the poop and like the different stages of poop. I can deal with Barney poo, no walkers, but like I'm literally bag in hand, picking up a poop, wrapping that bad boy, chuck it in the bin. I don't have to like really often, not often, wipe his bum, tidy him up, do all that. Like, no, if Barney gets poo in his bum, I just cut it off. I just get scissors and cut the fur off. Already got back problems about the yiddies. Imagine if you had them. I know. Taste room's going crazy. I've never been a big fan. Never been a fan of the big ones. Hey, some people are big fans, some people aren't big fans. It is what it is.
So, the truth with it is that it becomes like a war. You just get the 10-mile stare, and you're like, I'm doing this now. It's happening. You disconnect from reality and just deal with it. It's the temporary horror knowing one day it will be past.
Yeah, that's true. You just do it. You get down and you do it. But like the color, I know the color changes from like one thing to another thing. And then when you go in from like milk to food, apparently that's like the worst because you're like, oh no, now it's real. Before it was kind of like fake and now it's real. Hey, Wilkes. Hey, Salty Headphones, welcome back. Hey, Blue. So fun games. When I was growing up, I was hoping my black genetics were gonna come through as well. Damn it. My 1/16th black. What a great stream today. Hey, author. Plastic is hardly ever really recycled though. Would you recycle can and bottles if they didn't give you money for it? No, of course. But the money is a bonus. ATP just mixed the poop in a chocolate. Oh, I had cloth nappies as a kid. Mind you, I'm ancient. Oh, how the hell have I joined in? So sorry. Also, hey, Wilkes. I swear every time I come in, there's some crazy weird topic being spoken about. What do you mean? How are you, Wilkes? No, but the same. My Shih Tzu starts walking around with her bumhole looking out because her poop keeps sticking to her fur. No, not the bumhole. Drinking through barley or wheat straw is generally safe as both are natural materials. AI got weird after that. Barley or wheat straw? Yeah, the only one I've been like super like, let's do this is sugarcane straws. They have an almost plasticky feeling. They're thinner than plastic, but they retain their shape completely. And apparently, well, I don't know what the breakdown of. Actually, I watched a great YouTube video essay about materials that claim to be compostable or what's the word? What's before compostable? Like breakdown. There's a word. A lot of that stuff is a lie. Yeah, biodegradable. Yes, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. There's apparently biodegradable, compostable, all the different layers. And some of it is like, yeah, it's biodegradable, but biodegradable in like 20 years. So it's like, yeah, it's good, but it's not as good as you would initially think. It is a marketing buzzword, but I think apparently compostable is better because then you can compost it yourself in your own compost, and it in theory should break down quicker. But so interesting. But Luton doesn't know anything about that because he just, he's just getting fresh nappies off the store and just throwing them into the air at this stage. Any more than a handful is a waste of. I heard recently that we breathe in so much microplastic, whether we use plastic stuff or not. So what's the plan? Are we supposed to just stop breathing? The microplastic thing hasn't become a reality to me yet because I haven't done much research. And also I'm like, I can't. That's just like an uphill battle. Apparently some parents freak out at the first poo because they weren't warned about it. It's something. Yeah. I think a lot of parents go in thinking, not knowing. Hey Sloppy and hey Diego and Lucifer, welcome. Good morning. Good evening, Brosso. A friend from game design class called me a Western weeb because I don't watch anime and I'm a fan of things like the Clone Wars. A Western weeb. I don't think that even makes sense, does it? Hey Kwoli. Hey Rudy. What about lead straws? Lead is super durable. Lead. I like using Tim Tams as a straw. Yeah, it's a little bit messy on the old fingies though. Quality for sugarcane straws. Vote now. No, bring back sugarcane straws. Generally, if I drink a Coke no sug, it's from a can. Yeah, I honestly, again, don't use straws that often. Why is Trump using so many paper straws? What is he drinking? My cup though, take off the lid. This cup. Also, that way it tastes better than the straw as well. Right. Right. Oh, bye, Zolex. Good night. Good night. Good night. Sleep well. See ya. Hey, can anyone please make a TikTok on Quali's anime Aegyo and add like a Sailor Moon wig? No. Hey, Lunatic.
Fucking donkey!
Thank you. There's a lot of sensationalist science about microplastics too. Right. Can't really do anything about microplastics anyway, so not gonna bother. Kind of, hey. Just poo in your garden and call it a day. A lot of the bans on like plastic carrier bags and straws are more about making people feel better than actually any real benefit. Yeah. I don't know. I do like here. I think it's across Australia now. It slowly got transitioned. All of our major supermarkets don't provide plastic bags anymore. You can buy a paper bag for 10 cents or you have to bring your own bag. And it took many years people to transition, and people still buy the paper bags because it's more convenient. But I feel like it kind of forced a generation to think more about bringing bags to the shop. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of my mates, we all just instinctively now bring a bag to the shops. Like I haven't forgotten a bag in a long time. So it's taken time, but I do like the for grocery shopping, which is something that some people do every day. They're bringing their own reusable bags. And maybe it's not helping, but I don't know. That's a lot of plastic bags that aren't going out there. I don't want kids because I can't deal with poo if it's sick. Mate, it's one of 1 million reasons on why I don't want kids. And plastic is biodegradable. My garden is full of plastic straws and bottles. It's the one my plants don't grow. Must not be getting enough sunlight. Do you clean the top of your cans before drinking? Nah. I'm sipping straight dirty can. Where can I vote for Loon? Seems like a real ideas, man. Yeah, right. Interesting. Okay. I don't mind having kids if it's mother wants, but to do 90% of the work, I just want to do fun stuff. Awesome. I just don't want people to give up trying to do the right thing because they see us waste everywhere. We will get nowhere with that mindset. Every little bit counts. I agree. It's like, I posted on Instagram the other day of all those plastic cups. If you saw my Korea post, it's like a photo of myself and then I do a photo of a video of all those plastic cups, and there's 2 comments. People were like, oh, that's really gross, like that's so disgusting. But and like Asia is really bad for plastics. They're like, there's like no fucks given, everything plastic. But on the plus side, everyone was putting their cups together, which I thought was pretty cool. It was very unique. I was like, oh, they're like collecting them all together. And they're not just throwing them to the side of the road. Like Korea is so clean that even their rubbish, they put into a condensed pile. Like everybody knows not to throw rubbish everywhere. And I've seen a few videos of people traveling to other countries. I won't name what countries, but people will be drinking a can of Coke or a soda or whatever, and they'll just throw the bottle into the street. And people are like, bro, what are you doing? Like, have some respect for where you live. It's a very cultural and like upbringing and mindset thing of looking after where you throw your rubbish and how you dispose of your item, you know? I remember people are outraged about paying 10 cents for a bag. Yeah. We can't recycle the majority of plastic correctly anyway, but reducing the overall plastic use is definitely a good thing, like paper bags over plastic. I do wonder what the logistics are of making those paper bags though. I don't mind paper straws. I only prefer plastic straws because I hate turtles. I miss the plastic bags. I'm excited since we hear my plastic on balls. It's a cool. There's a lot of cool canvas bags that. Yeah, there's so many cool bags. I always bring bags. Store tends to charge for bags in large US cities. Yes. Hey, Myron. G'day, mate. You could also just buy a small amount that you don't need a bag. That's true. There have been many shop trips where I've not had a bag and I just refuse and carry all my items. Oh no, ew, did a can. Yeah, I heard people clean the tops of their cans. I don't.
I know the argument of citizens make small effort, and then collectively everyone leans toward it. In reality, I don't think that's how it goes. I think the recycling and other things people do just antagonize and create resentment or disillusionment. My way would be to more heavily regulate industrial and manufacturing waste, and then subsidize recycling to give more people jobs, thereby creating a tangible benefit for people, and then over time a real appreciation for it.
Valid. But money. I don't know. I feel like industrial is money always outweighs the good of the environment. It's like such a nobody ever wants to like take responsibility for a big company to do the right thing. It takes like a lot, and if it does, if they get there, then it costs them too much money. But great, but I agree. I completely agree. Then if you don't, no, I know we're fucked. We're fucked. But they're too greedy. They're too greedy. Money, which is my argument. I agree. That's good. Or I guess what you're saying is a good thing is starting at the bottom level where people kind of get that mindset in them before they get to that stage where they're working for these big companies, and maybe there's a little voice in their head. They're like, hey, hang on, maybe we should try actually do something before we get to a stage where we're fucked. I carry a reasonable bag in my bag with me. Also refuse to pay 20p every time you shop. Yes. I do like that they charged for the bags. Like the human brain is like, fuck you, I'm not paying 20 cents for a bloody bag. The bag stores is not as much about recycling in general. It's more about keeping place around you clean. Most socials, tourist destination or places like nearby a lake or even park. Yeah. It's sad when you go to a place and it's dirt. Like there's just rubbish. You're like, come on, bros, just put it in the bin. Let's condense our toxins. But then like, is there a system in place for that? Like, do they have adequate bins, you know, or pick up rubbish collection? My sister's having her first kid due in just under a month. They've been trying a few years. They actually did IVF, so I think it might be a super baby. I think they'll get through first poo. It'll be a super baby. That's exciting. Litters are up there with people who don't return trolleys. Litterers. People who park in disabled spots. People who park in no parking spots. BMW drivers who don't use blinkers. Luton, do you use a blinker? I've been wanting to ask you this because I saw a few memes about BMW drivers not using blinkers and I was like, haha, funny, whatever. But then in the same week, 1 week, I had 2 BMW drivers, no blinker, almost caused an accident. Okay, not cause an accident, but like inconvenienced cars around them for not using blinkers. And I was like, oh my God, it's real. Of course I do. I'm a good driver. Yeah, all right, he says behind his silent blinker. Lynn Ade, president for that wonderful message. Also, if you're lower taxes as well. Hello, Keep. Welcome. Money the solution is not the issue. I feel eventually we'll make Kwoli a reality. Capitalism. Ain't that the truth? Hey, Papusa. Can we work for Luton? Become president of Antarctica? Any group of people that walk side by side in a hallway? No, those people, there's a special place in hell for people who walk around in public. Okay. I walk around a lake and sometimes, not often, but sometimes there'll be a group of ladies. It's always ladies with prams. I'll say it. I don't care. A lady group of prams and they take up the whole walkway. And I'm like, okay, I get it. You all want to gas bag and talk to each other. I understand. I love chatting too, clearly. But like, just be more fucking aware, eh? Maybe you should just go 2 by 2. You don't have to be 4 by 4. 2 by 2 would work just as well. Maybe even better. Don't go all the way across. Don't be rude. You know how my country started massively recycling plastic and aluminium bottles? Of course. They made us pay 15 cents extra per drink in a plastic bottle or a can, and we get the 15 cents back when we recycle. Yes, we have that too. 15 cents though, that's pretty, we get 10 cents. Uncle, hey Kwoli. Hey Poppy, sorry. Yeah, everything should just say the way it is. Who likes change anyway? People who double park. I mean, yeah, but I don't see many people double park. People that don't reverse in. No, I had some motherfucker. Do you know, do you have parks where they're like a 45-degree angle park? I have an area near me where it's one way, 45-degree angle. 45-degree angle. 45 that you cannot reverse into those. And if you do, you're a dipshit because you have to like reverse this way. You have, and it even says like forward parking only, okay? Came back to my car the other day and some motherfucker had reverse parked in that park, was like halfway across the line into my car space. And I was like, what are you trying to show off? Like, what are you doing?
Godmothers with children and prams are selfish, so fucking selfish they walk like it's their walkway. No, it's my walkway to move, please respectfully. I don't expect much, just basic human decency.
It's like their brains forget. They have a baby and they're like, this is my whole world, which is fair, which is fair. It is true. It is their whole world. But like, get out here! Oh, they're mothers. Leave them be. I will say, can I add to that? I don't hate mothers. But I will add a little bit. I used to work at a cafe and it was like mothers groups, which is fine. I think all mothers should have a support system and I think that's really good. Mothers groups would come in. No, again, no issues. I respect the friendship. Baby wipes with bananas and broken up muffins and crackers all over the floor and sandwich crusts smushed into the chairs. Like, so much mess. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Kids are messy. I for sure, 100%. But just clean up after yourself. Like, just fucking try. Put all the scraps on a plate or something. So many times I'd be on my hands and knees picking up crackers, little animal crackers, and fucking crumbs off the carpet. I had to bring out the vacuum cleaner every time they left. I was like, oh, they're so annoying. Like, you're sitting there gas bagging for literally 4 hours on end. They sit there for so long. You could clean up. Why don't you have one mum as a dedicated cleaner? Just do the rounds. Hey, Sharon, it's your time to clean this time. How about that? Okay. That's all. That's been pent up for a long time. Okay, I'm going back up. Sorry, I'm catching up. I think it's both mindset and upbringing. If you have one to look after, yes, of course. Drivers that break their neck to pull out the junction only to go slower than speed limit. My younger brother drives a BMW. He's crashed 2 of them. Oh my god. But the indicator thing is more money. You have less give shit about driver's safety. Listen, I was in the fast lane the other day going along at a speed that was quite quick. I found myself getting bullied by Honda Jazz. I was like, what the fuck? I was a Jazz on my ass. Oh, yeah, Honda Jazz drivers, they mean business. Also, welcome in Strange Kicks. And hey, Pollock, when a person steps into a BMW drive, they usually transform into an asshole. Imagine if Russell actually screamed at TTS. One day TTS screaming would be ideal. I would like capital TTS yelling. Okay, they've been into a fucking adult. People who promise mugs on stream but don't. Oh, I don't hate mothers. Kwoli a second bit, but no, that's more of like an inconsiderate thing. Most of my friends have become mothers and fathers. I swear it changes their brain or something. Their chemistry changes. Do you want kids one day? No. Oh, you might change your mind. I'm not going to. No, I don't want them. I think motherhood, fatherhood, I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's fantastic. For me, no thank you. I think mothers be single for a reason. I don't be fooled, King. No, there's no cleaning. When that child is ready to leave, you're leaving. There's no time to waste. I get it. I for sure.
People walking their dogs. Owner with their face in the phone. Dog on the grass on the other side.
Yes!
Leash
No!
fully stretched, blocking the entire sidewalk.
Extendable leads. Special place in hell for people who use extendable leads. I hate extendable leads with a passion. Their lead out over the middle of whoop whoop and phone maybe, phone not maybe, but their dog is just running around causing mayhem. Bring the lead in, you dumbass. Here we call them Bernevagen Mafia and the Stroller Mafia. The Stroller Mafia. That's good. If I think they're one of the BMW drivers now, you feel better after that. Yeah, I feel good. You need a lot of words to say you hate mothers. Let's call these moms don't forget about other people and keep thinking how their kids are tiny monsters and husbands are so lazy or whatever. But what Luton said is a valid point for parents. I take it into consideration. Sometimes when the kids need to go, they need to go. And maybe you don't have time to clean up. But like, not once did I ever have a mother come up to me and be like, I'm so fucking sorry. There's a bit of a mess on the floor. Kids are being terrorists.
Fact, she doesn't need kids. She already has us. We're already overwhelming and crazy enough.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say, I'm not going to confirm nor deny, because for some fucking reason, some weirdos keep coming into chat and calling me mummy. Okay, That can go away. I hate that. Love the beige color of the sweater. It compliments you. Oh, thank you. That's nice. It's actually supposed to be yellow. It's supposed to be yellow, but I don't know if I can. I don't know. I saw the color and it made me happy. It looks like butter. She released a lot of pent frustration with the rant. Why don't you want children? Great memories. Really loaded question. It's a big question for another day. Everyone says that to me as well. You'll change your mind. And I'm like, no, I won't. Piss off. Go have a kid yourself. I've had this conversation on stream way too many times, and it's just like, it's like talking to a brick wall. It's not worth it. We need to invest in artificial women research, then we can just grow children out of a factory instead. I respect every mother and father, but it's such a huge responsibility. Such a huge responsibility. Agreed. Motherhood, fatherhood, buying a BMW, change in brain cell chemistry. I'm so sorry if my kid just shat in your plant pot. I'm a fucking delight. Clearly. If they call you mummy, just pull the voice changer and say, I eat children. So mummy is not okay. What about don't mummy then? Please no. Barney is the perfect child. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's like a kid who has fucking red cordial ADHD, tism. Like, he's all in one. He should be medicated, that guy. Absolutely medicated, but it's enough for me. I don't want any more than that. What about Mamacita? No Mamacita. More people don't want kids. Does that mean extension? There is a great video on YouTube about Korea, and it's called Korea is Over, or Korea is Done For, or something like that. And it's about the people not having kids and what that means for the economy and what that means for the future of Korea. It is so interesting. I recommend you watch it. Great video. Great video. And it's kind of across the world similar. The only country that is doing the reverse of it is like, is it France or something? Most other countries are on the same decline. Less and less people are having babies. So, like, aging population, no children for support, whole business model collapse. Fascinating, but it's okay. We'll all be gone by the time that happens, hopefully. Travel gives you great memories too, and it's less hassle than a kid. Again, so many arguments for and against. Guys, let's stop the children talk. Let's continue about her coffee holder problems. And why did you just say clearly like that? Nothing. As past kid who grew up, I'm so sorry to inform, when kids get older, they will start to be a headache, causing shits. Instead of mummy, it's going to be Uncle Red. Let's just either go with Uncle Red or Auntie Skincare. Oh, thank you. Nothing wrong with a little dose of tism. I have a little cousin that is spitting image of me. People keep thinking he's my kid when I take him out. One day I might just leave him in a pit. I haven't been left alone with my sister's kids. I don't want to be. That's not me like wanting to be left alone with them. But that would be my worst nightmare, is me looking after the kids and then people thinking that they're mine, which is totally doable. Like, they could be my kids. They definitely could be. But I don't want them to think that those are my kids. God forbid we don't need more French people. Sure. Go on. I just want to be the cool uncle with no kids who plays golf every week, drinks beer, instantly fit, drives a Porsche, and links with single MILFs in the local area. But there's not going to be any MILFs. So I need more automation to replace the dwindling human workforce. Yeah. The longer you become an adult, you realize a bunch of adults your age were never raised. They were just clothed, housed, and then set free into the world. But nowadays, with politics and financial situation, who wants to raise kids with the world issues? So many reasons. But yeah, the fact is, unless I become a trillionaire, I don't think I'd ever want to put that. No, not even. No, not really. I can only speak for Austria, got it. But here we have one of the lowest birth rates ever. Seems like it's a trend. Yeah, big trend. We need Auntie Kwoli stream taking care of her nieces and nephews. Bring back the MILFs. Doesn't need to be MILFs. Sugar mummies will work too. Okay, sounds good. But for real, Uncle Red is now a reason for me to not have children. Why? That doesn't make any sense. Is there an evening? Hello, Coulter. You do need kids to work your farm later though. Child labor, that's true. But I don't think I'm going to have a farm that's going to require that much maintenance. I think ducks, I'll have to refresh their water, their pond, frequently. Cows, I can just feed them. I only want 2 cows. Ducks, refresh the pond. Chickens collecting their eggs every morning, which is fine. But at this stage, I won't be streaming. Or maybe I will be. I don't know. collecting their eggs. And that's it. I don't want any more farm animals. I'm done. Eggs, pond, feeding cows. No child labor needed. Yes, dissect the fact that dislikes children but love being a teacher to them. Different. If there was a way to become a parent and not have to deal with the no. Yeah, okay, I'll say this. I feel like if you become a parent and there was a way to skip the whole from like birth, skip pregnancy. That's a whole nother can of worms. Pregnancy, birth, toddler, child, younger teens. If like, let's say 17. I reckon 17. Potentially. Let's say maybe, sure. But anything before 17 can go get fucked. Kwoli, farm stream when? I actually have a farm stream ode to you. I'm going to go to a Highland cow experience and take you guys along and go see Highland cows, but I just haven't organized it because we're in winter at the moment, so there's no point. It's very cold. But yeah, once the weather warms up, we can go to a Highland cow farm. Hopefully. Oh my gosh! I wanted to ask as well, everyone, my mum is going overseas. I don't know how much, and my auntie is going with her. So my mum and her sister are going overseas together. And they're going to Vietnam. And my auntie lives down in like rural Victoria. And they've asked if I might look after the house. So I'm thinking maybe, which I hope doesn't become a derailing of streaming, I might go live in her house for like 2.5 weeks. But then I'd be doing more IRL streams and the streams wouldn't be here. They'd be probably running off my laptop. I wouldn't be bothered taking my computer there. I just run it off a laptop. So that could be a possibility. Oh yeah, I'm bringing Barnold with me, of course. But that would be 2.5 weeks of IRL country, maybe like walking around town. Take your computer? Nah, I wouldn't want to take my whole PC because then I have to bring a monitor and my cable management is like super tight right now. I don't want to mess with that. Hey, Usign, what's up? And what's up, Buster? And hey, Psychium? Adoption for sure. But you know what? Adoption is actually way harder than people make it out to be. Like, it's very difficult to adopt. I'd love to have a sweet and sour duck. I said we should grow kids in vats. Eat them for the house at 18 too. Well, 2 years. Why isn't it possible to like create XP IRL and let the baby chug it until it has turned into an adult? Plot twist, Kwoli shoots the cow and makes burgers on stream. No, Kwoli has a very Victorian era rich lady view on Parenthood. Like the nanny take care. Oh mate, if I could afford a nanny, oh, you bet your ass. You can skip to 17, but you read us your traveling diaries from when you were 18 and they bottle of aggression. That's so true. That's so true. And there'd be a version of me. Are Highland cows just cows doing Scottish Highland dancing? No, Highland cows are beautiful. They're got glorious long orange coats and they can come in different colors too, but orange is like the most preferred, I think. Okay, so find a surrogate and then leave her for milk and come back 17 years. Yep. And see if you can make it up to them by giving them 17 birthday parties. Steam Switch games. I mean, yeah, technically, I guess. Are you asking for permission? I'm asking to see if that could be a possibility that you would be interested in. And is it a mistake to do that or not a mistake? Because, yeah, it would be nice. Plus, I haven't seen my auntie in a long time and I love her. And it would be nice to see her for a little bit before she leaves to Vietnam and hang out. And apparently she moved into the house a few years ago and it's like nice. It's like a pretty nice house. It's kind of like her retirement home. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing that. But it is like, the only thing is I don't know about reception. I don't know what her internet is like and I don't want to be a pest and ask her, but I might have to ask to see what actually, that's so true. Let me write that down. Hang on, I'm gonna have to ask. Oh, my phone's dead. Internet is a big one. I forgot about that. Internet. Cool. Hey, shorty. Ask her to upgrade the internet. I mean, I would offer to upgrade it for like a few months, I guess. Most of the streams are just chatting. Yeah, for sure. There wouldn't be any gameplay. I don't think it would mostly be just chatting and IRLs. I said let's wait and see how the connection and everything go. Yeah, it's really far away as well, so I can't just come back home. Like it's a big drive, and I'd be driving there. It's like a 10+ hour drive to get there. Could we put it to a vote? Yeah, we could put it to a vote. Sister has not enjoyed pregnancy at all. She's been on blood thinners the entire time. She's had to give herself a shot every day. My sister was sick the whole time through her first pregnancy, vomiting constantly, couldn't hold any food down for like at least 8 months. That's revolting. Could you imagine? Make an exception and not annoy you for streaming. I won't believe tight cable management until I see it. Oh, Seth, here. Stream setup. Ask and you shall receive, Seth. The video's a bit old, but it's still accurate. Nothing's really changed. There's all my cable management on display. Like, do you coming out the regular schedule if we can talk but would be cool to see you switching it up. Maybe it will point you towards a different path. Who knows? Okay, creamy. Okay, cool. Maybe the IRL streams will be during the day, so it'll be a different time slot. You can afford a nanny. She's called an iPad. They may as well be Hindu. Cows are sacred. Never hurt one. They've got a point. The Hindu have a point. Highland cows are beautiful and very tasty. I don't think anyone eats Highland cows that I know of. What's up? Thanks. No, thank you, sign. Isn't the house close to yours? You can leave your mum's house for like 6 hours, 4 days a week. Or if you're taking Kwoli's schedule for like 5 hours one time. Nah, it's my auntie's house that I'd be at. So it'd be like a 10-hour drive. 10-hour drive there and then a 10-hour drive back. Have you seen Jersey cows? So cute, almost like deer. Yeah, they've got really deer-like features. Big, brown, beautiful eyes, and their heads with like the caramel color and almost like little white speckle. Yeah, Jersey cows are gorgeous, but their bodies are very square and bony, but their faces are beautiful. Yes, I've seen Jersey cows. How's the internet in bumfuck Victoria? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a really, really small town, tiny town. You cute fucks. You do what you want. I'm sure chat will be there for you no matter what you decide. Okay, cool. It's not until September, I think. Don't stress yourself with it. We'll survive whatever it's going to come. No, yeah. I just want to get a rough idea. And it sounds like people are like, you know, I mean, you guys wouldn't say anything otherwise, but it's still nice to let you know. You go on holiday all the time. If anything else, you can just chalk it up to another holiday. No, but this one I'd like to stream, you know. Personally, I can't tolerate human beings aged 4 to 21. How can I live without watching games played for 2 weeks? You can play the Spire. True, you can play the Spire. So with the pregnancy, the one thing vital to the continuation of our species is so unpleasant. Meanwhile, animals are like splooshy done. I don't know, real talk, if someone gave me money and was like, you have to be, like, even like kid aside, like I could give the kid away, or the kid just poof disappears. Like, kid aside, no emotional connection to the kid. If someone was like, here is money to become pregnant, okay, I don't know if I'd want to do it, man. I don't know if it's worth, bro. I think, because I saw a video the other day of a girl wearing one of those muscle suits. It's like a green suit, you know, like a full head to toe suit, but it has muscles drawn on it. And she's like, this is what happens when you get pregnant. And she had scissors. I don't know why I get all this like anti-pregnancy stuff on my feed. She has scissors and she cuts her abdomen up this way, and her abdominal muscles split and they go around her belly. And she's like, when you become pregnant, your abdominal muscle tissue that holds them together splits in half to make room for baby. I'm sitting there watching it like it's a horror movie. Like, oh God, oh sweet Jesus. No. And that's not even going into like the details that go below. About cooking streams with aunties. Yeah, we could do cooking streams for sure. It wouldn't be well, you know what? I could figure it out. Yeah, they'd be cooking. Maybe. But yeah, for sure. I heard Jersey cows. No, Jersey. Sorry, Jersey. Cows are just big dogs. So cute. I read earlier NBN towers extend the 4G coverage from 14 kilometers to 29 kilometers. That's cool. Human trafficking, what? I wasn't paying attention. No. Selling kids is weird. We shouldn't do that. Pregnancy is a big deal. Big deal. Wow, my compliment. Wow, my compliments. Thank you, Seth. Thanks for watching the video as well. That's really neat. The setup and cable management. Thank you for the link. You're welcome, Seth. Thanks for checking it out. Okay, well, I gotta peace out. Good morning. Oh, no worries, Whiskers. No worries. Don't be saying Kwoli's live in someone else's chat ever again. Capiche? Capiche? The Mafia Kwoli will come after you. Don Qualioni. She's unforgiving. Okay. I better not see you around. I better not see you around. You couldn't give me enough money to be split from C-Day. Yep. Sounds more like a C-section. No. I know what a C-section is for sure, but they're saying like the actual physical muscles get torn apart because your belly comes busting through. I'm volunteer to give people babies for free. Text me. Stop. Will you hold your hands when we go on a walk? That scares me. Even thought it could never be happened to me as a guy. When we talk about how men suffer during pregnancy too, please. The emotional weight gain of the partner. Don Kwoli will fund your concrete shoes. I'll be good. No, oop, Kwoli's gone. Oop, Kwoli's live. Oop, there goes Kwoli. In fact, you know what? Don't even acknowledge me. When I'm in another person's chat, I don't exist. I'm dead, okay? I'm a ghost. And women's muscles don't retract into short muscles. That's how flexible they are. I don't like it. I do not like it. Okay, we are going to be playing Mafia today, if you didn't know. Mafia 3? What is Split? Nikong recommended. Recommended by your friend Nikong. Split. Okay. Thank you, Nikong. We're going to start playing Far Cry. No, we're not playing Far Cry today. Did you not see my schedule? Far Cry is on Thursday. Oh my gosh, wheel spin, of course. Let me just fix up some thingamabobs. We've got to add to the Culinary wheel. Wheel of names. Okay, we can go across to this screen. And I've got to add a few things. Let me just tidy up my wheel a little bit. Okay. So, working our way, I've got any for China. Spanish dubbing. Did I add the Grand Duchy of Flandrenensis? The Grand Duchy. Oh, I did. Okay, so that's done. Scrolling down. I've got to add Turkey. Is Turkey in here? Really? No Turkey. Have I not added Turkey? Sort alphabetically. Okay, add an entry for Turkey. And then I've got an ad for Austria. Austria. Okay, first one for Austria. And then we've got Jamaica. I added for Kim. Jamaica. Another one for Jamaica. Boom. And then Afghanistan and Pakistan. Afghanistan. Okay, gotta add it. Hey, D Fins. Okay. Afghanistan. Okay. Afghanistan. And was there already Pakistan? No. Gotta add that. Pakistan. And then, hang on. Your accent is pretty chill. Where are you from, Kelly David? What's up? Welcome. Okay, let me add my phone. Oh no, it's in my notes on my phone. My phone is dead. Crap. America? What part of America are you from? What's with the wheel spin? This is for our culinary wheel. Here you go.
Culinary adventures, cooking unique national treats. Every Friday night,
Are you looking?
tune in for culinary feats.
Every Friday night, baby. Every Friday night. This is the wheel for what country we're going to cook from this week. Was there one vote for Sweden? I'm so sorry. My phone is dead and I had all of my notes in there. So sorry. I'm just waiting for my phone to come back to life. You'd hate my setup. I've got 2 PC, 4 monitors, and like 50 cables. Absolutely atrocious. I mean, it's cool you got 2 PCs though. The country is Turkey now. Oh yeah, sorry. I don't know how to do that on my computer. I'm so sorry. I'm not being disrespectful to Turkey, I swear. I understand it's spelled differently, but I don't know how to make a U that looks like that. So we're just gonna have to go for the old school way. I do apologize. I apologize to all the Turkians present. So sorry. Hello, Fat Damon. You're from Cali. Do you talk like this? Do you talk like a Cali girl? Hi, I'm Curly David. I'm from Cali. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to like Erewhon. I'm in Cali too. Oh, do you have fry? A vocal fry? Jeans are passed down. Have you cooked anything from India? No, I have not cooked anything from India. Come on, phone. Oh my god, why did I write it down? Okay, does anyone remember the other ones we did? Remember when I was talking to ChatGPT and I said, hey, ChatGPT, can you please add some things? And he started laughing at me. What did he say? God damn it. 2 for Malaysia? I don't think there was 2 for Malaysia. San Marino? Was that one? I think, was it actually? I totally talk like a valley girl all the time. I knew it. I knew it. I was also thinking it would be difficult to write Turkey that way because of the use of it. That's what I was saying. Hi everyone. Hey butt cheeks. There was at least 10 to 15 for Sweden. By the way, for your information, Kazakhstan is the biggest. USA is close second. Actually, I think Antarctica might be the same as USA. Sweden's still pretty large. Japan is decent. Jamaica is decent. Oh, Liechtenstein. Yeah. I don't know if my phone is charging. Gotta go. Bye, Alil. Thanks for joining. See ya. Liechtenstein. I'm still having for Westeros. I remember that Siri didn't do a good job. Siri did not do a good job. No. We took 4,000 votes for Antarctica and cooking some reindeers. Japan and Argentina. Okay, I will add Japan. Japan and Argentina. I remember Argentina being one, so we'll add a point there. Nice. Thank you, Nathan. Liechtenstein. Have you got any for Liechtenstein or Monaco? There are so many for Liechtenstein. So many. Monaco? No. No Monaco that I know of. Not yet. Make Austria great again. Don't bother cooking British food. We have nothing. No, I'm making beans. Beans and a potato. Was it with Pakistan? Yeah, we did Pakistan and Afghanistan. That was from then. Somewhere in Europe, I feel like Sweden has a chance. Sweden was pretty large not too long ago. Well, there, Sweden. Sweden's not bad. Oh, you can't see my mouse on the screen. Somebody that keeps voting for Liechtenstein for no reason. Oh, I hope it lands on Russia. Russia was pretty large. Argentina. Hey, Shaggity, did you know I'm doing the bow on the rice cooker? Yes. And it worked great, actually. But the rice cooker comes with a separate steamer layer. It's a nifty little rice cooker. It looked great. Honestly, so tasty. However, the skin was too thick. But the taste of the meat and the juice, delicious. Best. Absolute best. Isn't Liechtenstein the capital of Luxembourg? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm at the mercy of everyone here. I said countries only. It's a country in Europe, apparently. It's a semi-constitutional monarchy headed by the Prince of Liechtenstein. Countries only. Have you already done Greece? We have not cooked anything from Greece, no. Oh my god, please. We might have to add the countries afterwards if my phone comes to life. I'm sorry, it's still dead. Also, everyone, this is our good mate Shaggity. You like Aussie accents. You like cool people. You like fun. Shaggity. Go check out Shaggity. What are you playing these days, Shaggity? Britain has Yorkshire pudding and kebabs. Yeah, right. Never forget the moment the juice came out. What a ride. So much juice. I've been sitting for a while, getting sleepy, better go movie. Yeah, no worries. We've cooked in Greece. We've cooked in Greece, but not cooked for Greece. It is located between Switzerland and Austria. Right, I'm hoping Jamaica wins. I think the food will be amazing. Hello, everyone. Hey, Juicy BB. The capital of Luxembourg is called Luxembourg. Okay, GTA 5. Oh, with Chaos Mod. So basically yelling simulator. What is Chaos Mod? Like everyone's after you? Or what does chaos include? Also, love GTA 5. I've got to say, I think I've played that game the most out of all the games. Like replayed. I reckon I've played it 4 times. Maybe. Like the story-wise. But I never played really online. Chaos Mod is chat. Oh, chat. I remember they can add they can like do things, right? Like a black hole in the sky. Right. That's pretty cool. Every 16 seconds there's a chat convert and a crazy effect that can happen. That's so cool. I hope you're having fun. I mean, I know you're yelling a lot, but it sounds like fun. Mate, if you plug your phone into the computer, will that charge? Because it's not looking like it's charging, but you know, that should work, right? Okay, sorry, we're gonna have to spin the wheel at the end of the stream. Sorry. The cable is plugged into the PC, yes. I've been there. It's in the PC. Once we finish stream, I will do the wheel spin. I am sorry. And I will make an announcement on Instagram and Discord to let you know what country wins if you miss it or if you have to go to sleep or you have plans for the rest of the day.
Shall I compare thee to a
Wow,
summer's
wow,
day?
we were.
No,
Wow,
a summer's
we
day
were.
is not a bitch.
1 year! Did you know you've been here for over a year, Juicy Pippi? 1 whole flipping year of this? Can you believe it? Oh my god. Long time, mate. Long time. Also, you're up so late as well. A lot of the time. Can we please do a wheel like this, but it's for your next holiday? So we can send you anywhere the world decides? No, not at all. Capital of Brussels is called Berlin. It's actually Belgium. Thank you very much. Trevor is the best GTA character ever. Changed my mind. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I agree. But what about cousin? So I was like, what's his name? I actually don't know his name. What about cousin? Nico's cousin. He's pretty cool. I mean, he's annoying and I definitely wanted to kill him, but he was fun. All right, cool. Warning.
Juicy, you're at a crossroads. It's been a year already. It's not too late to ask yourself, will I regret this time spent on my deathbed? Or will you look back and think, no, listening to that Australia lady blapping on about la 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 la, that was the right choice. No regrets.
Shut up.